Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. It's showtime. It's Friday night. It's time to be sad in space. Yay! Don't be sad. Maybe not sad. Maybe like introspective and thoughtful. Not sad. Not sad. Hi, welcome in. Hello Mediocre, hi, and Behudge, hello, and Red Fox, hello, and Dragonator, hello. Sad in space. Is that why you came to us? Well, I'm like still kind of in space. I'm kind of in space still. Maybe I'm in a happy space though. Hello everybody, hi Sean, hi. I hope everyone had a super cool week, and if you didn't have a super cool week, well, you can always have a super cool weekend. At least I can, because it's Friday night, which means it's currently my weekend, and it's gonna be super cool any minute now. Whoa, whoa, yahoo! Thank you for the gifted sub, Red Fox. Can you really be sad in space if no one can hear you weeping? I'm sure someone can hear me. I can broadcast my weeping live on twitch.tv. Yeah. I'm gonna have a good weekend there. I'm excited. I mean, it's weird to be excited. I don't know, is it weird to be excited to play a game that is kind of sad? I'm here for all the emotions. Give me all of them, you know? Then we can, you know, have some really nice contrasts. We can have some ups, we can have some downs. It'll be exciting. What else do I have to say? I had some I thought about what I wanted to say before stream. Oh yes. I would like to start hand cam type stream content soon. Thank you for the hydrate. My weekend started yesterday. Whoa, Behudge. Partying hard. Let me drink that tea. Just like slurping the tea particles out of, you know, the 0G. Yeah, I'd like to start doing hand cam streams soon. I've got most of the things I need set up for that. The final piece is I need to figure out which camera setup I want to go with, and how I'm gonna mount the whole thing. 0G tea particles, yeah. I had a wedding, so I took some days off. Congrats on... Is it your wedding? Or is it someone else's wedding? Did you float the camera? Yeah, I should, but I want it to be like nice and secure. If I float it, there's a possibility I could bump it with my head and it might, like, you know, spin off, and you know, you gotta tie that stuff down. It was not my wedding. Okay. Well, congrats on your friend's wedding. Yeah, you don't want that. You want your cameras to be, you know, aligned with what you're trying to shoot, which in my case will be, we're gonna start out with some gunpla, but then I also have some model painting I want to do. Gunpla is interesting in that I don't think you typically paint them. I think it's just you construct them and then make them look cool. You don't like paint them. I'm kind of more used to Warhammer style stuff where you do all that intricate little tiny painting. I haven't done any Warhammer myself, but you know, I'm a game dev, so I'm around nerdy people 24/7. So yeah, I have basic general knowledge of most nerdy things. But yeah, it seems like with Gunpla you don't really paint them, you just do some like panel lining. But I have been looking into the custom modifications that you can make to Gunpla, and it's like super exciting me. I think we won't do any to begin with because I'm a newcomer, but maybe we can do modifications eventually. I don't even know how they do it. It looks like magic, but it's like modeling. I can do that digitally, so why shouldn't I be able to do it physically too in the corporeal realm? I wonder if Armored Core will release like Gunpla. That would be so cool if they did. I would totally get some. Your ears are my favorite. Whoa, thank you. Welcome in, worshipper. Also, Oh, I didn't greet other people. Hello, Dark. Dark Zoe, welcome. And also, hi. Hi, Non. Hi, not done yet. Yeah, so I'd like to start with Gunpla, and then I have some little Dragon Ball vehicles I want to finish painting. I started painting one of them like before I debuted. I did a base coat, and then I was like, well, I gotta like finish making my model for VTubing, so I'll just put this on the back burner for a million years. But yeah, so once I get that camera set up, everything else is ready to go. I've got all my tools and everything. I got my gloves, so it can be super immersive. I just need to set up the camera and maybe some lighting. So yeah, currently just looking into how I want to do that. It'll still be a little while, but yeah, I thought I would keep you guys up to date on my streaming plans. Happy Friday! Yeah! Hi, Cyber! I know Armored Core has a huge figurine you can buy. I don't want a huge one. I want like a chibi little, well, not necessarily chibi, but like a 1/44 scale. Like a little mech. I only have so much desk space. You know? I don't know where to put them all. Yeah. Anyway, let's play Citizen Sleeper. I say let's play Citizen Sleeper, but I haven't actually opened the game yet, of course. You know, I'm just building up some suspense, some anticipation. Where do I put it? Clicking, 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 it's working. Typing, typoing, typing things incorrectly. The computer knows what I mean. Alright. Should be all good to go now. Just, let me just arrange that. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, Citizen Sleeper. So we have we got a couple of the endings last stream, last week, last Friday. We got the found family ending with Lem and Mina, and we also got one of the plant endings with Rico. And we started the DLC for the first episode of the DLC. There are 3 episodes. The first one is pretty cool. Basically, there's this ship full of refugees on the like edge of our space station, and we've kind of been banned from helping them. Is like, I don't know, protocol, quarantine, and all that stuff. Where are they? They're all the way over there on that orange ship. Hey Miya, it's been a while since I last chatted. You may not remember me, but do you remember the 21st night of September? Yes! I love that night! I'm kind of wondering if I should like try to really quickly get Beat Saber ready, because I've been playing September songs. Maria, say do you remember? I freaking love me some disco. Yeah, hi, welcome. I got a really good, like, it's like a Macross and Earth, Wind & Fire mashup song in Beat Saber. It's really good. Definitely recommend it. Okay, so last time we were trying to make a plan. We have our cool friends, Peek and Esh. We have a cool plan that we've developed to try and like get a bunch of supplies, and then we gotta try and get them past the barricade. So this place is like under heavy surveillance, and it's got tons of little like, you know, corporate dogs blocking us. Need a Beat Saber channel. I was just thinking that I should make a Beat Saber channel. That would be so good. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I want to share all my favorite maps. But yeah, so we kind of have one part of the mission is gathering the supplies we need, like the food and the water and stuff like that. And then the other part of the mission is how we can actually get it to them without being caught. Which is all of these things over here. This one looks good. Canteen. What do I do here? Okay. Okay. So we kind of wanted to like steal one of their ships and pretend to be them. So that's probably what this is. Yeah. So we can either... We've got two options. Kind of. Multiple outcomes. This is a little confusing. This is a little confusing. On the left, we have deflect suspicion. Taking hardline attitudes, loudly arguing in favor of the quarantine, and making friends with security. There are ways to deflect suspicion. I really hate doing the right thing. Actually, I'm a big fan of authority. Really? I'm not gonna ask any questions ever. So we can do that. Or we could convince the crew, which is probably like maybe a little risky. We can try to like get them to sympathize with us. Have a good luck. Have a good luck, Nan. With division rife among the tug crews, gaining support for a supply shipment will just be a case of picking the right crew and approaching them discreetly. So that maybe there's some people we can like pull over to our side, you know? We can convince them. So if we do that option, then we can get a tug escort. We can get a crew willing to escort the Briar through the quarantine. It'll give the ship a better chance at passing the cordon without any trouble. Okay, so if we do the right side, these are like two different paths to the same objective. But this one comes with an added bonus of credibility. We can have some of the crew on our side, then it'll look really legit. Whereas if we do this one, we'll be on our own. And maybe more things could go wrong, possibly. So I say, let's go for the... Ah, that's the downside. Doing this will take more time. I just realized it's also I don't have any dice. It's the end of the day for me. I have to go to sleep before we can do these. But it's good to like, you know what we have to do, make a plan for tomorrow. So that's the canteen. What's this one? Sabotage the senses. Creating a blind spot. Okay. Creating a blind spot in the cordon's perimeter will give the Briar's the name of our ship. It'll give the Briar a better chance of evading detection. Okay, cool. Sabotage the sensors. Doesn't sound too hard. And the final third thing that we have to do over here. Slice the thrusters. Why would I do that? Ah, I see. I see. So the tugboats have a powerful suite of ion thrusters for rapid maneuvering. If you can sneak in and slice some off, you'll have a significant upgrade for the Briar. So we could like steal parts from their ships and put them on our ship, and it'll be really cool. The kind of thrusters the tugs use will give us improved maneuvering. Useful in the cramped quarters of the flotilla. Okay. Sounds good. I mean, let's do all three of those things after we go to sleep. And what's over here? Okay. And let's go to bed. I don't know how I'm supposed to get you medicine. I completely forgot about that. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to do that anymore. Keeps changing. Okay, we're hungry. I forgot to eat. That's okay. We've also got to do... What's this? Okay. Okay. Wait a second. Wait a second, let me just check. I have so many things to keep track of. I think we have the water and we have the components. The food is the final thing that I don't have for this part. Goods, hello, welcome. Star laddies, perhaps. Don't forget the non-binary lads as well. That's why I just said that star lads are genderless, because it's you know, it's everybody better that way. After your last stream, I also installed Citizen Sleeper and lost 2 evenings. It's so immersive. Wow, it's so nice. Thank you. Yahoo! Wow, half a year already. Time flies when you're having a cozy, fun time. Wow, thank you, Dragonator. Thank you. Oh, and at tier 2 as well. You didn't have to do that. Can't say no. Can't say no to the silly cat. Good evening, Britan. Welcome. What are we gonna do? How do I get this? It's ready to harvest. Harvest algae. That good? Oh, it's kinda. I don't know. I don't know about this. I have a lot of things to do, and we don't have. We kind of have a time limit, you know, on our actions. Well, not so much a time limit, just an action limit. My dice kind of suck today. I'm gonna come back to this and have a look at our other things. So we nearly have completed this. We haven't done anything on Peak's plan, and we're nearly halfway through the amount of time allocated for this mission. So let's have a look over here. This one, I can do this one. One has +2, so I'm looking for something that I'm kind of shit at, so I can use my 5 roll on it, or my 6 roll, and then re-roll. The Miya ga Vnyan. Yes, the secret extra emote that was meant to be exclusively for me. Yeah. Okay, here we go. No, I don't want to do that though. Or maybe I want to do both. Okay, I'm just gonna do this, and I'll re-roll my dice. Okay, re-roll. Okay, not the best. The 4 is good. How come your Miya ga 2? There must be like a Miya ga something else. Miya Galapagos turtle VTuber. Yeah, it's the turtle VTuber called Miya Galapagos. Overstealing it. No, it's okay. I'm just worried for you. Let's convince another crew member. Okay. I like the kind of ambient people like clattering and chatting because I'm in a canteen. I want to just do everything here. Oh, I get it now. What we really want is the tug escort, and any activity we do can arouse suspicion. So doing this task is to decrease this amount. So if people start getting suspicious, we have to be like, no, 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 and like be in denial for a bit, and then they'll be like, yeah, Okay, cool. Don't worry. She's totally evil and hates helping people. I get it now. I get it now. Got one silly little dice left. What am I gonna do with it? I didn't harvest any algae. Can I do that with my shit dice? What will happen? The algae will be sad. I'll lose algae? Okay, it's not worth the risk. It's not worth the risk. What should we use this dice on then? Maybe I will do some noodle delivery? Maybe? No, I'll do some noodle manufacturing. Get some food. Ah, thank you. The kelp. The delicious kelp noodles. The kelp in the stack is golden brown. As you eat the noodles at the end of the shift, you imagine the distant oceans that birthed it. Wow. Wow, deep thoughts while I eat my noodles. Hacking needed 1s and 2s, didn't it? Yeah, I don't have any hacking tasks right now though. What's your objective here? First time seeing the game. Ah, so my objective here is really broadly just to survive. We've kind of got the odds stacked against us. We're like an escaped android. And we're here chilling on this ring and helping people with their problems. And right now I'm helping out these cool people. Although I can't see them right now. But yeah, we're gonna help out this ship of refugees. But basically, you can have all kinds of objectives. What is an example? I used to have a bounty hunter trying to kill me. That was a thing. These are all the things I've done in the game so far. I worked at a bar for a bit. I worked at a noodle shop. I had an apartment. I did this whole crazy hacking thing. I have like a mushroom garden. I teamed up with an ex-mercenary and accidentally kind of led to someone getting murdered. That I don't know if they deserved it. I don't know if they deserved to die, but it happened. That was intense. Yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff. It's kind of like if you know Dungeons and Dragons, it's kind of like that, but in space. All space themed. Or it's kind of like yeah. I was gonna say it's kind of like Cyberpunk or Blade Runner, like the vibe, but then we're actually in space. It's not just like a sci-fi planet setting or anything like that. A lot of people died around you. Are there any endings left? I don't know. I think there's an ending. I don't know all the endings I can get. It kind of feels like there are stories, and a bunch of them have endings, right? Like the bounty hunter thing didn't have like a story ending, but it did conclude. So other than this task, I do have Bliss and Moritz, who are my little business buddies, up on the this big tall thing. What do you call that thing? I don't know what they call it in this game. The spoke. Yeah, death seems to follow me around. Okay, let's go to sleep again. And I'll need to take some medicine soon. That's another thing about this game, is you have to monitor your health. And because we're an escaped android, we're reliant on this drug that we're engineered to basically need, or our body will reject our brain. Not gonna lie, kinda disappointed with feeding the stray cat action. Being Zeke, hello, thank you for the first time chat, and I totally agree. I was like, why can't this cat love me now? I've fed it at least like 6 times. I wanted it to be like, meow, or like have the text change maybe and be like, it's the same cat again, and now it loves you. Just a small change in the dialogue, I think. Would make me feel really good about myself. Okay. Oh, it's Moritz! Sleep a long time. Moritz is smiling at you when you leave. Really happy to see you again. Man, we've made so much progress with Moritz. He smiles at us now. I'm gonna say, it's good to see you. Same, same. He rubs his hand on his jacket. How have you been? Working hard. I bet, he grins. Well, you're always welcome to hang out at the bay if you want. He glances around. Actually, that's what I'm here about. I know Bliss said she doesn't want to take any more big jobs, but she's changed her mind or something. He grins. Because now we have something... We have someone looking for a refit of their ship in our bay. You would not believe it. They want their entire ship disarmed, cutting out defense arrays, weapon lockers, ship-to-ship countermeasures, the whole lot. He leans in. Oh god, don't do that. I'm gonna blush. We'll be able to start an- wait, what? We'll be able to start an arms dealership with all the hardware we'll have up there when we're done. He laughs. Anyway, it's a massive job and we need some hands. Bliss said to go get you. So come on up. Bliss is waiting on you to accept the job. He pauses. It'll be good to have you up there again. Like old times. Oh, he's so cute. I can compare this game to old book cyberpunk genres from the 80s. Yeah, but it's a space station instead of a city. Yeah, well, it's kind of like a bit like a city. There's like a section that's kind of like a city. Not this section though. Okay. So that's one of the stories I've yet to conclude that I'd like to do, but we're on the clock right now. I can't help Bliss out until I finish this mission because we're halfway through it. And I'm not halfway completed yet. Oh no. What's this one? It'd be good if I could finish one of these tasks. I guess the canteen. We're halfway through this. Yeah, alright. Canteen! And we got some good 4s, which I can use because I have a +2 modifier to my intuition. I wish I could get more than one chunk at a time. Okay, we can do one more. Do I want to take a risk? Yes! Alright. Alright. We've got a tug escort, I guess. Whoa. That's a cool angle. You meet Peak leaning in a corner of the canteen in their typically unassuming way. It occurs to you as you approach that Peak must have had some practice at staying invisible. Peak is a spy! All good? They look up from their slate. That crew you were talking to. They nod to the group leaving the canteen. Will they join us? That's what they say. You aren't sure? Peak looks back at them as they disappear into the corridors of the installation. Looks like we'll have to take them at their word either way. Peak beckons for you to follow as they peel off the wall and head out into the walkway, overlooking the cordon. I like Peak, they're nice and cute too. Yeah, I like Peak. They're not like openly hostile towards me, which is nice. Glad you were here to talk them into it. I never had much of a way with people. Peak smiles and looks away quickly as you walk. Oh, you and Esh seem to do okay? Peak laughs. Their light and easy laugh. Ash is not really like other people, which you've probably noticed. If everyone was like Ash, they fade off. Something's drawing their attention. What I mean is, people have caused me a lot of trouble. I've had people hate me without knowing a thing about me. They tuck their hair behind an ear. I'm sure you know the feeling. I sure do. Eek glances at you. Sorry to hear that. I try not to think about it. Yeah, don't let me make anything harder. Eek leads you around a corner, heading back to the main cordon accessway. I appreciate you coming in and helping us out on this, Sleeper. I'm talking to the crew and, you know, maybe after this insane plan is done we can talk properly. You keep looking ahead and you realize they're nervous. I would like that. Eek smiles looking down at their feet. That's settled then, they say to the floor. That's settled then. See you soon, Sleeper, and please take care. And with that they drift away, their head down, their gait changing as they do. Their practiced invisibility shrouding them like a cape. Ooh, so cool. So slinky. Okay. Stinky? I didn't say stinky. I said slinky. Alright, that's part 1 of 3 of the second part. Haha, there's so many parts to this mission. Okay. Alright, let's harvest some freaking algae. Let's go. Give me algae. Give me all the algae. Okay, good. I'm really hungry and I'm gonna have to have some medicine so that we don't lose any of our dice. So let's go across the rim. We can go to Mushroom Buddy. I made a whole bunch of money from doing some missions with Bliss, so thankfully I don't have to do any day jobs right now. I can kind of just coast on my savings. I don't know where I'm supposed to get medicine from. Where even is everybody anymore? Asta doesn't want to talk to me yet. What happened to Sabine and Rabia? They used to be like down here somewhere. They just disappeared. Where do I get medicine from? The Ord Exchange. I don't think you can buy this stuff at the Ord Exchange. Nah. Maybe I'm supposed to just die eventually. Maybe that's what's supposed to happen. There's the tea house. Ooh, this person pays for data on Havenage. I could do that. Do I have any? I do. Here you go. Here you go. I don't know what I get in return for this, but I want to do it anyway. Oh, I got paid. Nice. The medicine sources disappeared after you helped them? Yeah, I think so. After I completed that quest, I don't know where they are anymore. I used to buy them from Sabine, and then Sabine went missing, and then we found Sabine, and then we did that whole quest where we uncovered what was up with those prosthetic limbs. And then since then, I don't think I've seen Rabia or Sabine anywhere. And I don't really know how else I'm supposed to get the medicine. I feel like I got some incidentally in some way. But yeah, I don't have like a reliable place where I can show up and be like, hi, I would like to have some medicine so that I can live, please. Thank you. No more drugs, no, but I need them. I mean, I still have some. I'm just worried. I'm just worried about the future. You know, I need a steady supply. So I came over here and I ate food. A gardener made some for me? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Thank you. We had that breakthrough with Rico last stream, I can like make mushrooms that turn into stabilizer. If I give them these club head caps, but they need 2 and I only have 1 right now. Okay, cool. Oh wait, I just wanted to like find the new supply source. But we can't really worry about mushrooms right now. I got enough stabilizer to last. So let's take some before we get down to 3 dice, because then we're gonna get nothing done. Inject stabilizer. I'm gonna be so stable. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, I can't go to sleep yet? Oh. I think I might have to go visit Bliss. To the hub. Yep, there it is. Oh, what's it gonna be? Oh no, oh no. The music. Shit's going down. When you enter the bay, it is weirdly quiet. Moritz must be out on an errand and maybe Bliss is prepping the kit. Oh my god. Oh my god. No! It's Ankita! I don't think we've seen this art of them yet. Wow. Sleeper. Ankita is drifting at one side of the bay. You missed her completely when you came in. The idea of not seeing Ankita when you entered a room would have seemed unlikely to you several cycles ago, but seeing her without her armor, she seems smaller and less imposing. What are you doing here? I was about to ask you the same thing. She kicks off from the wall and comes a little closer. Sir, what is this? She asks. Coming to avenge Ashton or his sleeper? Or just looking for another payout? Her anger is familiar, but quieter than before, restrained. I don't want your dirty money! No! Don't start. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. It's the murderer. Look, she's still really cool, even though she's a murderer. I don't want to fight. Why? Then why are you here? Dude, it's literally my job to be here, okay? She doesn't know that though. Then why are you here? She looks away and you can tell her anger isn't directed at you in particular. It just radiates off her like fire. Because she's hot. You better be ready to sign, comes a shout from the bay entrance. Because I got my best repair tech coming up here, especially, and they're gonna... Bliss glides in and suddenly stops herself when she sees you and Ankita standing off. Bliss is like, oh shit. I guess you guys have already met. Oh, Sleeper, you're already here. Miss Cassetta, this is the tech I was telling you about. The best one on the... She stops, looking between the two of you. Wait, do you two know each other? Oh! You and Ankita look at each other. No. Oh man, these options. She's a killer? Come on, dude. Come on, we work together. What's a little accidental murdering? It wasn't accidental, it was totally on purpose. Oh man. Bliss squints at both of you before continuing. She produces a slate. Now, Miss Cassetta, if you'd like to sign our damage waiver here, we can start on the decommissioning. My tech here is eager to get started, as am I. Ankita scrolls her signature across the slate. Thank you. Bliss pauses. And everything is okay with the special payment terms we discussed? She gives Ankita a strange smile. What kind of special payment terms? All fine. says Ankita, giving you another hard look. Then she kicks off and drifts to the entrance. I'll be in the gimbal, she says, and leaves. Special payment terms. She looks over her glasses at you. Look, Sleeper, there's something I have to tell you. She glances around. What is she so nervous about? This isn't exactly a typical job. Miss Ankita... She gives you a knowing look. Doesn't have the chits to pay us, so we've made a special agreement. She sighs. I'm leaving. What, like the conversation? Leaving? What? Keep it down. I haven't told Moritz yet. She looks down. Just waiting to break it to him. Don't you tell him either. She stares hard at you. I'll tell him when I'm ready, and I don't want him to get worried about Ankita's history. He can be very protective. I've noticed. Look, all I care is that she's heading for the Star Wars belt. She looks out of the bay. That's where I'm headed. Ah, she's gonna join Ankita's crew? She turns back to face you. Also, I wanted to ask... She stops, unsure. If you'd like to come with us. What? Why isn't there a third option that's like, maybe? Maybe, I don't know. Considering she's disarming, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It kind of seems like Ankita's turning over a new leaf. It kind of seems like maybe she's experiencing regret. Oh no, once a killer, always a killer. Yeah, but like, I don't know if you've been around, but I could use a killer that's on my side for once. I would like to. I mean, I really like everybody. I really like Bliss and Moritz. And if they wanna... I mean, Moritz doesn't know yet. I'm gonna say yeah. I'm not gonna close myself off to new opportunities. She interrupts before you answer. Oh, I didn't even get to answer. I'm just like, she knew I was hesitating. She interrupts you before you answer. I know things have been hard for you on the eye, and you helped me so much. I asked Ankita if she carried 2 of us, and she said yes. That was probably before she knew that it was me, though. Moritz will take over the bay anyway. Although if you stay, you're welcome to help him run it. I just thought, you know, you might be in need of a fresh start as much as I am. It's tempting. She turns away nervously. Think about it anyway. The berth is there. We've got to finish the job first anyway. Blah, 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 blah. And with that, she kicks away, because this whole area is in 0G. That's why everybody keeps kicking whenever they stop talking to me. They dramatically float away before you can offer an answer. Moments later, Moritz enters with a new cutting torch from the disarming, for the disarming of the ambergris? Ambergris? I don't know how to say that word. The Star Wars belt. You push your thoughts to the back of your mind. Time to get to work. Is it time to get to work? I kind of have another job going right now. Let me just see. Alright, cool. There's no timer on it, so I can do it at my own pace. Interesting. I guess that's another potential ending, leaving the eye with Ankita and Bliss. Or staying behind with Moritz and taking over the business. Why don't I have any dice yet? Oh, that's right. I was trying to go to bed. But then I couldn't because I had a quest. Okay. Going to sleep. Ankita's storyline was like one of the first things, one of the first kind of missions we did. Feels like a billion years ago. Alright, so we've secured this. What's next? I don't have all the algae yet. Maybe we want the algae? I just don't feel confident that I can get this done in the time I have left. Let's hack the sensors. Okay, okay. Still can't leave without a way to create your own medicine or cure yourself of it. Yeah, that's the main problem with most of these missions is it's kind of like, hey Miya, let's run away into space. And I'm like, okay guys, but have you noticed that I am an android and I need to have this stuff with me or I'll die. But I don't know, maybe we can take the mushrooms with us. I was kind of hoping to not leave the eye because I kind of like it. I kind of like it here. Everything's pretty stable now. No one's coming to kill me anymore. I've got like jobs I can do. I've got access. I've got a community. You know, it's all pretty chill now. And the mushrooms. Now I've got, you know, unlimited access to the stabilizer. I wonder if there's a way to do one of those? To leave and take the stabilizer with me? I don't know. Is it worth the risk? Is this worth the risk? To cure yourself? I don't think there's a cure. But I can make my own, but only with Rico's help right now. Nice. That's so cool. I forgot whenever I do hacking, sometimes I just like make some money randomly. Okay, we re-roll. We get a 6. I feel like if I have a 6 and then I get +2, so technically my score is an 8, they should just like throw in some extras, you know? Throw in a bonus for me. Okay, so we have 2 more through here. Can I do it? Can I do it? A 5. Nice. Okay. Okay. And no one is suspecting me of anything. And this is to get thrusters. Okay. Alright. Back to sleep. Or do I need to eat something? Nah, let's go to sleep. I'll eat tomorrow. Okay. Okay. We got some shit dice. It's alright. We'll finish this. Ta-da! Okay. Peek again. They're just peeking in. Peek's waiting for you when you slip out of the operations center, nervously poking at their small slate. Sleeper! They hiss. Honored what you were doing on the network. Incredible work. How do you do that? It comes naturally. I'm just, you know, I'm just that talented. He smiles. I can't tell if that's modesty or just the truth. Interfacing skills like that, it's almost worth being. They stop themselves. Sorry, I didn't mean. Nothing is worth being a sleeper. Oh, no, no. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Sorry. They were like, wow, being a robot is so cool. It makes you really good at hacking. But it also makes you die. You and Peek quietly slip into the main walkway and work your way back to the public areas of the cordon. Avenage has had to quickly respond to the flotilla's arrival, and that means a lot of contractors and spacers walking through these corridors, so you blend in easily enough. Haven't really met a sleeper before, Peek begins. As you might have guessed. They smile nervously. Hawthorne is an XPR service outpost, and since the collapse no one came for refueling or repairs anymore, so my generation has never met anyone outside the company. We heard about sleepers from the data packets that come through from XPR every once in a while. They usually contain news along with corporate propaganda, but the reports were light on the details. SNRP have kept the sleeper program pretty quiet anyway. I think XPR are only interested in telling their employees about it because it made living in company town look like a good life in comparison to being a piece of corporate property. That's me. Sorry, again, I don't mean. I'm just not sure how to talk about this stuff. Maybe don't talk about it? No, it's okay. Neither do I. I'm glad I'm not alone. I guess I'll shut up about it now. You walk on a little further, the walkway becoming busier. You both relax a little more and go with the flow of people. I just want to say, I think I understand. I understand the need to escape, to get free of it all. Wah, Rodent! Hi. Thank you. I can stretch. Ow. I'm a little stiff. I'm a little stiff today. I was playing Beat Saber last night. Okay. The structures, the systems, the company horizons in a company town, the small places, small corridors, small people, the slow death it brings. That's it. They turn to you. I get why you signed up to be a sleeper and why you escaped from that too. It's not that simple. It's not that simple. We don't really remember our pre-sleeper life. Peek looks a little crestfallen. Oh no, I'm sorry, Peek. I'm sorry. I take it back. You've totally accurately analyzed me, Peek. Don't even worry about it. I know, I was just saying. They falter and give up. No, Peek, don't give up. You walk in silence again, each of you in their own thoughts, but moving together through space, nonetheless. After a while, you come to the entrance to the cordon, where handfuls of workers and crews filter in and out through two huge loading bay doors. Okay. They pause. I'm heading back to the Briar. Once again, incredible work on the sensors. That blind spot you created, that should give us a real advantage. See you soon. They head off, disappearing into the crowd almost immediately, outrunning their own nervousness. Peek scampers off like a worried little rodent. Okay, so we've done 2 of these. We look at this, we've done 2 of these and 2 of these. Now we just gotta do... I'm not saying you're like that, rodent. Oh, now we just gotta... I don't know if I'm gonna bother with the algae. That'll be like the stretch goals. Algae is the stretch goal. If we have enough time, I'll get it. So now we'll focus on cutting off those boosters. And stealing them. Whoa. Yahoo! Cyber, thank you for the gift sub to Rodent. Thank you. Okay, these dice all suck. Let's re-roll. Okay, it's an improvement. It's not a big improvement, but it's an improvement. You gotta slice off these thrusters. Okay, there's a one. I don't know. Oh, look, it's the Miya of my teehee bleh. So cute. Alright. This is not good, but it might be alright. Oh no. They're slightly suspicious of me. And these dice, I don't know what I can do with those. I don't know what I can do with those. You're welcome, mate. I mean, Starlad. Alright, alright. What am I gonna do with 2 2s? It's like... it's not even snake eyes. It's like if a snake had 4 eyes. I guess it's like nerd eyes. Nerd eyes. Sorry if you wear glasses. Do I want to do anything? Do I want to do anything? Oh, I could eat food. That's what I can do. Do I eat food at the tea house? Nah. Nah, we don't eat food there. You eat tea at the tea house. I reckon let's get some noodles. And maybe deliver some? Just, you know, for fun. Stretch our legs a little bit. Cool. And then also eat some. Yum! Okay, I'll sleep with my kitty cat. Eat the stray. The stray crunches up the crackers as you watch. Sometimes they let you stroke them, sometimes not. Meow. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. What is this? What is this? A drone? A rapid burst of movement catches your attention. A drone, its fins adjusting as it hovers in place, floats in the corridor. Hello? The drone shifts a little but does not respond. Were we expecting the drone to respond? How's your cat doing, Miya? What's with that face? They're doing good. They're doing good. Mostly just slept today. Yeah. Nothing super exciting. It kind of tried to help me sleep in, which was not really what I wanted. The drone buzzes closer and a voice gurgles out of its speaker, distorted and strange. Sleeper, come to the cordon, we need to speak. That's the distortion. Who's this? Who is this? The drone clicks and whirs, and the recording starts playing again. Sleeper, come to the cordon, we need to speak. Inspect the drone. Can we give the drone some crackers as well? You move closer and the drone bobs away to a safe distance. But as it does, you see the HA of Havanage emblazoned on its side. Could this have been Fang's doing? Oh, drone? Could this be his drone? I haven't seen him in ages. Cats have such sensitive noses. I think I brought home something my cat didn't like because he's been sneezing all day since yesterday. Oh no! I think he tracked it down and I put it in Ziploc bags and aired out the place, but he really scared me. It's really cute when cats sneeze though, but yeah, I understand the concern. What I like to do is anytime I hold anything basically and my cat is nearby, I like to present it to him as like an offering. Because their noses are so sensitive and it's like a big way for them to learn through. I guess it's like one of their more sensitive senses. So, you know, he can't scroll through Twitter and learn about the world that way. So, I like to present interesting things to sniff. Like, you know, random objects. He really likes it. Sometimes if I go outside, I bring him like a leaf or something. Satisfied it's delivered its message, the drone rotates and accelerates away as rapidly as it had arrived. We didn't see it arrive. I feel like I've seen a YouTube video about this. About little sniffy cats. I have to do that too? Yeah! I think of it as like, enrichment for their minds. Letting cats sniff stuff. Yeah, it's cool, it's cool. You stare at it as it disappears from sight, hoping for some insight that escapes you. To the cordon then. Cordon! Wait. To the cordon or to the algae? Wait, to the cordon. We haven't finished slicing off the boosters yet. These guys got anything? What is this? It's the drone. As you enter the passage that leads through the cordon, a flash of movement catches your eye. The drone. It stops to make sure you've seen it, and then flits into a side passage leading to a set of narrow stairs. You climb up through a dark shaft, the drone stopping at each landing to check that you're following. Despite its lack of expression, there's something overbearing about the way the drone waits, impatiently realigning its fins in sequence. After a long climb, you come out onto an observation platform. The cordon and the vast ramshackle refugee ships beyond fill your vision. The scale seems impossible, and immediately you feel small and naive for even thinking you could affect the situation. Something shifts nearby. The drone again? Bam! Not a drone. It's, someone called Helen. A woman is standing at the window, at the edge of your vision. You aren't too surprised you didn't notice her. She seems impossibly small in the shadow of the flotilla. The drone buzzes by her shoulder and she turns. She turns. Sleeper, sorry for the cloak and dagger nonsense. She nods at the drone. But I've never regretted being cautious. She smiles a tight smile and holds out a hand. I'm Helen. Okay, I'll shake it. Wait, no. Okay, wait a second. This is a person that values caution. So I think we should be cautious too, to earn her respect. Yesterday I gave a special food to my cat with a high meat content and I decided to roast meat steaks for myself. He went to his bowl, sniffed and ate a little and then looked at the frying pan, the roasting meat, and looked at me like I had betrayed him. I made myself a tuna sandwich today and then I gave some of the tuna to my cat. Because, you know, it's nice to share. Just a little bit, as long as it's not gonna hurt them, you know? Okay, I'm gonna try and analyze Helen and get inside her head and make her love me. You know, like real cool, slick moves and all that by doing nothing. We're gonna play hard to get. Yahoo! Yahoo! Dosy! Miya, what should we call our sub baby? Oh my god! Thank you for the 9 months! Whoa! We have a sub child. What do you want to call it? Baby! Alright. She draws the hand back in unfazed. Yeah, that was the right move. She's like, yeah, you're playing it cool. I can respect that. Clutching the large slate she carries at her chest. Look. She glances around the empty observation deck as if checking for potential eavesdroppers. Let's be straight with each other. Do we really want to be straight with each other? I'm terrible with baby names. We can name it after Helen. Anyway, being straight sounds like the least fun option here, but you know, I know about your plans and I understand your motives. She cuts in before you can respond. You look at her in her overalls, the yellow markers of the HA sigil. You've been on the eye long enough to recognize an Havenage member when you see him. Okay, you Havenage. Yes, I mean, I expect that's obvious. I hope you won't hold that against me. Okay, okay. Helen sounds like a boomer name. Okay, not Helen, not Helen. We're not having a baby boomer. That time is, you know, long gone. She glances around nervously again and moves a little closer. This entire situation, I'm not here to defend it. No one is happy about this. Especially not the refugees. She sighs. I'm not your enemy here, no matter what you think. Sleeper, tell me something. What does Havenage mean to you? Oh, damn. Havenage is kind of shit. This is the, like, no, obviously not this one. This is the like, you know, we're gonna try. Oh, no. Makili. That sounds like a very, very strange combination of many names. But, you know, I'll leave it with you if that's your decision. I look forward to celebrating the 1 month birthday, 1 month anniversary of being alive in October. Pronounced Michaela. Oh, okay. I was like Makili, huh? Michaela, of course. Yeah, they're gonna have a great time. No one's gonna bully them, and they're gonna be able to spell their name really well. Really easily. Can you imagine? Whenever they have to like sign up for something, and they'll be like, "What's your name?" And they'll be like, "It's Michaela, but it's spelled like, it's got like 20 letters in it. So just give me a second while I spell it for you." Sleeper, tell me something. What does Havenage mean to you? Hardenhurst. Hardenhurst. Yeah, Hardenhurst. Hardenhurst was kind of like this shitty guy that was from an earlier questline that I did with Fang. We kind of uncovered them. We exposed them. It was corruption. She squints at you. That was unfortunate. But you should know it was one of our own who exposed Harden. Dude, I was freaking there. I was there. I exposed him too. It's been dealt with. Havenage is used to being criticized. In some ways, we invite it. Our members are free to bring up grievances at any meeting, to propose new structures and approaches. She shifts her weight impatiently. As a counselor, it's my duty to listen to them. That's why I was elected by the members. We're an imperfect system, yes, and each counselor, each member, each representative can be flawed and worse, but we keep this place running. It's what we do. And the flotilla? The flotilla is a problem. She turns and looks out at the clump of fractured ships. Can the Eye take in thousands of refugees safely? I don't know. This place is a ruin, Sleeper. What do you think the council discussed? The price of Guillaume? Thank you. We have lots of tea, but that's not enough to sustain the population. Thank you. We make sure to keep up, we make plans to keep this place spinning, to keep life support working. And you know, I totally get where they're coming from. This is literally, oh, my force field, let me just alter my force field for a sec. Oh look, there's that meat that you were cooking up earlier. Yum. A tiny little steak just for me. Down with the government. Yes, so like I can totally relate to this because, you know, I was playing Ixion not that long ago. And I was pretty much in the same situation where I was like, I don't want to rescue people because then I have to feed them. And that's actually more difficult than just letting them stay in cryopods. Okay. Helen's slate chirps and a grim look passes across her face as she sees the notification. She looks tired, the screen light casting her rigid expression in a pale glow. Sleeper, I didn't bring you here to explain how Havenage works. I came to talk to you about your plans across the cordon, breach the quarantine, and supply the flotilla. Play dumb. She looks directly at you. What are you talking about? I don't have a plan to do exactly those things. What are you talking about, Helen? What a crazy idea. What a flight of fancy. I reckon let's just be quiet for this one. She's trying to convince me not to do it. It's a good thing I didn't tell her I was gonna do it then. And also it's a good thing I didn't play dumb, because she totally, I mean, I don't think playing dumb ever works. Ever. In this game at least. Is it Helen or Helene? Yeah, I know, there's like an E at the end. Is it like Helene? It's probably not that either. Helene? I don't know what the E does to modify the other E's in this situation. It's a lot of E's. It is the most common vowel. But yeah, we can switch to Helene. It sounds kind of cool. Anyway. It's still Helen, but with an extra E? I don't know. I don't know. It's like having an E at the end changes things, you know? It's what changes being Zek to being Zeke. Space Helen. This is Space Michael. This is Space Helen. I know you think you're helping the flotilla, but you cannot do this. Right now, halfway along the ring, one of the countless series of debates are being held. These debates are to evaluate the potential harm that could be caused if the refugees of the flotilla are left to enter the station. I'm not gonna let them enter the station. I'm just like giving them some food. It's kind of like Michaela. I have a PTSD with that flotilla word after Mass Effect. Oh, flotilla. Quarians in my head can't let me alone. I have not played Mass Effect yet. Alright, Helena. These debates are at a standstill. Helene walks to the window. Too many in the Havenage Council think of the flotilla as a threat. After recent events, a hardline group has emerged. Protective, selfish. They seek only to benefit their members. In their mind, the flotilla is a danger to life on the Eye. You're caught crossing the cordon and breaching the quarantine. It will only strengthen the hardline councillor's case. Criminals who stole a ship from XPR, undermining the security of the station? She shakes her head. It's exactly what they want. That's your problem. Refugees need supplies? So what? You got some interesting options. Chewie, hello. Hi, welcome. Maybe someday you'll have the same feelings after that trilogy. I'm curious about it. I don't know. Like I said, I've only seen Andromeda, which is the one that everyone likes to pretend never happened. That's probably not giving me like the best impression. Isn't that game kind of like, don't you have to like I don't know, like woo everybody in your crew though? Isn't it kind of like a bit of a romantic game? I don't know if Twitch is okay with that. All right, what are we gonna say? For context, we're trying to help some refugees, and she's saying if we do that, it'll make us look bad, and that'll politically sway everybody to say, fuck the refugees. They're dangerous, and we should, I don't know, let them all die. But if I don't give them supplies, they might just all die anyway. She says if you're caught crossing the cordon. So here's what I think we should propose. This isn't an option right now, but my option would be, alright, well, how about you just make sure no one finds out? How about you help me keep this a secret? Yeah, that's your problem. That's your problem. It's the flotilla's problem. If they're ruled a threat, the cordon stays strong and the quarantine will never be lifted. He sighs deeply. And those XPR spaces you're running with? Sleeper, do you know anything about them? More than I know about you. She looks at you pleadingly. Oh, let's change that, Sleeper. Oh, is she asking us on a date? Just don't fail. Easy. Exactly. Just don't fail. No one will catch me if my plan works. I played Andromeda. It's just a different game in the same universe. Okay. Why do you think the refugee flotilla came here now? Something's happening in the system. Something is pushing people out of colonies and outposts that have survived since Solheim collapse. We need to be ready for whatever is coming. Ready to protect the eye. The eye! Erlen's eye. The Eye is the name of this space station, by the way, if you're just tuning in recently. I know the eye means something to you. We're not just talking about like some creepy disembodied eyeball or anything. I know there's a reason you're still here. Help me protect it. Helen fixes you with a strong look. Persuade those spaces that this is the wrong move, and that they will get caught, and that the flotilla will be locked down. That Havenage will be delivered into those with the worst instincts. Forget this suicidal supply run with people you barely know. Help me fight for the eye. Oh damn. Oh damn. I don't know. I don't know, man. She doesn't look as cool. She's a frustrated counselor. She's not like an XPR spacer. I don't even know what an XPR spacer is or does, but they sound dangerous. She's hot. I mean, pretty much everyone in this game is hot. But, you know, I can't let that sway me. I have to stand by my ideals. Dude, why don't you stop? I don't know. I won't betray them. Well, she's not asking me to betray them. I'm awake enough to catch the stream. Daedalus, hello, welcome. How've you been? Many characters are trying to drag you into political intrigues in this game. Yeah. Well, sci-fi, you know, it's always a bit of a commentary on society. I don't know. I think the right strategy here is Helen teams up with us and makes sure we're not caught. That way, we can help the flotilla without giving ammunition to the opposing party in Havenage. Because if we are caught, then they'll be like, see, this is exactly why we need to not welcome refugees, because blah blah blah, random stupid excuse. I would like her to be on my side. I don't necessarily want to antagonize her or anything. But like, she's saying my supply run is suicidal, but at the same time, my supply run is probably like life or death for people on board the flotilla. When I say why don't you stop them, is that in reference to my buddies? People I barely know? Or is it in reference to her co-workers who are evil? See, that's the difference. My co-workers aren't evil and her co-workers are evil. My co-workers are cool. Right? For the people, down with the government! Yeah, so I'm just gonna stay. I don't know, maybe one of these two. Stay silent or I won't betray them. I think that in part what she's saying is true. I don't really know them very well, but I kind of believe in the cause. So I could say I won't betray them, but like they could just betray me just as easily. So I think staying silent suits my needs. Helene looks at you, hoping for some kind of response. She's like, come on, Miya. Come on. Come on. Don't offer up the excuse the hardliners need to lock the flotilla out altogether. It's already locked out. Don't let them persuade the members they're the safest pair of hands. She looks at you imploringly. Please. You look back at her and the flotilla behind, and a sense of desperation. Wait, you sense desperation in her plea. Get her to hand over a few thousand chits to convince you? Nah, like, let's just go with a dictatorship, baby. Like, just put me in charge. I'll make all the best decisions. Everyone can totally trust me. Please! Yeah, she's like, please, please. A notification breaks the silence. Shit. She rapidly scrolls through pages of data. Sleeper, I need to go. I've gotta go do my boring job. She looks torn. Think about this, please. Talk to the spaces. Help them see reason. She quickly leaves the obstruction deck. The observation deck. Before you have time to respond. You stay for a moment watching the lights of the tugs and the flotilla and wonder what it feels like to be on one of those ships. So close to your destination and yet so far from it. And then you think of the Havenage Council chamber across the eye, where the right of these people to find safety is being debated. You shiver, and then you two are gone, back into the stairwell and the cold dark below. Yeah, while you guys are all having a fun little chat, these people are freaking dying. Why should you be the ones that are in control of that decision? God damn. But in their defense, they're also trying to make sure everybody who's already on board the Eye doesn't die. Blah. But I fail to see why we can't at least, like, give them supplies. Like, if the argument is purely for quarantine reasons, then fair enough. Maybe they're a bunch of xenomorphs. I don't know. But we can at least feed them. We have enough algae, right? We probably have enough algae. Maybe we don't. I don't actually know. I'm not in charge of that shit. I'm just a sleeper. I just woke up here. I like to replay games such games with many selection options. Insensitive dialogues after a few years of my life. Oh, so you'd like to like revisit them after a few years and see like if you would make the same decisions, or if your worldview has changed over the time since your last playthrough. That sounds fun. Okay, anyway, back to slicing off these boosters. Back to doing crime. It's not crime. I'm just borrowing them for the greater good. Nice. If I do this twice more and then re-roll, do another one, and then maybe we can get rid of suspicion. I think this one's only a problem if it fills all the way. Wait, I didn't mean to press leave. I meant to press do it. Okay. Yeah, you managed to hit the hangar during a shift change and the whole place is empty. You come away with a thruster set with little effort. Oh wait, a thruster set with little effort. Another one. Oh, ho, ho, ho. All right. Let's go. Eek grins as you see, this is what you want. You want to do crime and then have someone grin at you afterwards. That sounds great. Yeah, totally. I made the opposite decisions in 15, 18, 25, and 30 years. That's cool. I wonder how I've changed. Eek grins as you pile the ion thruster set onto the motorized trolley in a derelict loading bay. I borrowed this from Esh. I barely know how it works. They seem giddy at the idea of stealing ship parts from Havenage. Isn't it just a trolley? Eek laughs. I guess so. I just find physical technology a bit intimidating. Yeah, like a fax machine. That's pretty intimidating. They help you heave the thruster into position. My specialty was computer systems. I mostly worked on keeping the protocols that ran the refueling platforms from totally decaying due to lack of use. There's a load of platforms in orbit of the moon Hawthorne is on, and Cinder itself. Esh and I ended up having to head out to them regularly to work on them. Sounds like hard work. Are you kidding? Eek smiles. That was the best job at Hawthorne. You get assigned a ship and you get to leave the colony for a bit. So much better than outpost maintenance or canteen work. The only reason we got assigned it was that Esh's mother is the administrator of Hawthorne. Whoa. And Esh managed to get my name on the list too. Backstory. Eek looks for the trolley's ignition. Esh is always saving me. They find the switch and hit it, and the trolley starts whirring. whining. The trolley is like, this sucks. It's so heavy. Why are you making me do this? I didn't agree to be your donkey. Eek looks at the thrusters. Ash will install these. The Briar is her baby, really. The trolley. Eek looks towards the bay exit. Truth be told, I was surprised she could bring herself to take it from her mother. Losing a ship, that has to hurt the colony. How many ships do they have? 4? Well, 3 now. Now that Climbing Briar is gone. Eek tucks their hair behind an ear. 1 barely runs, so I imagine they'll have to reduce the number of fuel platforms they can actively maintain. Eek frowns for a second and then shakes their head. Anyway, fuck him. Eek shuffles the trolley out of the bay into the corridor. They'll manage without the Briar, no choice. Eek smiles. And I have to admit, I'd love to have seen her face when she saw we'd gone. Don't tell Ash that. I don't tell Ash anything. They walk on quietly, lost in the memories of Hawthorne. Okay, I think I can manage the rest. They brush their hair out of their face. Someone get Peek like a scrunchie or something. You've done more than enough this cycle. Eek looks over the thrusters. Once these are fitted, the Briar will handle better than ever. You might even get a thank you from Ash. They head off into the corridor, the trolley whining. It's still whining! The trolley's been whining this whole time. Whiny little trolley. See you soon! Okay, so we've done all the tasks for the infiltration side of things, so we can be all sneaky and shit. So I'm not really worried about getting caught. I don't think we're gonna get caught. I think Helene just needs to chill and let us do our little Now, the only thing left, we've got 3 or more like 2 days left. I don't think I can get... Speak one word to Ash. Ash is not angry. Ash is like, I asked Ash about the explosives and she's like, what about it? And then just she's like, what? What explosives? What are you talking about? There's no explosives here. Literally has an explosive warning sticker on the side of the box, but like, okay, Ash, sure, whatever. Okay, so yeah, we have like 2 days left. I don't think that's enough time to get all the algae. And I can't re-roll. Is it worth the risk? I don't think so. I could make it worse. So, what will I do with my one shitty little die? What's this? That's right. They know I'm a thief here. I can't go back there. I stole food from them for fun. And they were like not happy about it. Let's work at the commune for a day. That's always a good time. You're assigned to work in the dorms, cleaning and repairing. It isn't the best work, but the meal at the end is welcome when it arrives. Yum. Okay, now we go to sleep. Only 2 days left. I'm not gonna have 5 dice anymore. Wow, only 4. And it always surprises me when I wake up and then there are people waiting for me. Sleeper. Peak is waiting for you when you leave, but they look different. Ale. Drawn out. Oh no. You need to come to the Briar now. I forgot to talk to them about Helene. Oopsie. What happened? Not here. Come to the ship. We'll be waiting. Don't take long. And with that, they disappear around the corner, leaving you anxious and confused. Excellent. Just how I love to be. What the frick is this? Weird looking spider thing about. Hey, Ash, you little cranky. As you walk into the Climbing Briar's cavernous bay, now filled with crates and containers, Ash is waiting for you. In front of her, sliced open with its insides scattered across the top of heavy-duty crates, is an object you recognize. It's Helene's drone. Uh-oh. You freeze. Come in, quick. Eek nudges you into the bay, looking behind you, before sealing the entryway. We have to start being careful. The best state for sober actions, anxious and confused. Yeah, I love it. You move closer to the container, your eyes on the drone, splayed out in pieces. Some parts of it hooked up to a slate that Peak picks up and begins tapping away at. Ash looks up from the dissection. We caught it buzzing around nearby, heading for the ship. She leans over and taps the HA sigil on one of the removed pieces of plating. It's a Havenage spy. We think we got it before it sent data back, but we can't be sure. Eek looks at you nervously. Ash cuts in. Have you noticed anyone watching you? Any drones like this? Anyone following you to the Briar? Well, now that you mention it, I have seen this drone. Ash frowns. Following you? Yes? Look, I wanna, you know, Ash, I reckon Ash responds well to honesty, you know? Let's just say it up front, you know. We don't need to be too gentle about it, you know? Maybe she'll get angry. What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? Responds well. Yeah, yeah. I think we've bonded a little bit. How much information do I want to give her? Just like, yeah. Or like, I've met its owner, hee hee. She'll be like, why didn't you tell me? And then I'll be like, I kind of forgot, okay? I have a lot of things that I have to manage for this mission to be a success. I just want to sleep. I'm not backing down though. Let's go yes. And I must have been tracking us for a few cycles. Why didn't you say anything earlier? Eek cuts in. Because it happened yesterday. And I forgot. Don't say I forgot. If I say I forgot, then they'll think that I'm just taking this whole situation really lightly. They'll be like, what do you mean you forgot? Oh my god, this is a huge deal, Miya. Okay. Let's see. At this point, I could tell them I met its owner. See, they won't want to kill me because I have got useful information. I don't think they want to kill me anyway, but you know, just, you know, hypothetically, if they wanted to kill me, alright. Esh pauses for a while, Peek looking between the two of you. Explain, sleeper, Esh says quietly. I mean, you haven't aligned yourself with Havenage, so it's fine. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. You can just give her only answers for her questions without any details. It works for me IRL. Yeah, Cyber, you've got the right mentality for interrogations. Only tell them what they need to know. Don't give them any more information. Yesn't. Alright, I explain. That you met Helene at the cordon, and you tell Ash and Peek about what she told you, that the Havenage Council are debating lifting the quarantine, but they are blocked by the hardliners. You speak faster and faster, but before you can finish, Ash walks away in anger. And then comes back again, her eyes burning. Shit. That's fine. What is this, sleeper? Have you understood nothing from what we've told you? She paces in front of you. Havenage are not your friends. They are administrators, which means they're interested only in their own power, their own survival, and their own causes. They divide people as easily as sorting livestock. The greater good of their work demands it. The wider project of the station, the colony, the nation. Her eyes are wide as she speaks, her anger barely contained. I didn't have a choice. She wants to help! No, I didn't have a choice. Peek cuts in. Yeah, Peek's got my back. Peek thinks I'm cool. Eyes burning. Is she crying? Her eyes are on fire. With emotion. Probably not actual fire. I don't know. Listen to them please, Ash. They're with us. Peek glances between the two of you. Peek is such a good mediator. What was the sleeper supposed to do? They were ambushed by this Helene, or Helen E. Space Helen. I only listened. It's true, I didn't really tell her anything, and I didn't tell them the plan or confirm that the plan was even real. If I had Skrillex's hair, I would be cool too. Let me tell you something, sleeper. Esh says, her rage hardening into pain. When people become administrators, they give up something. Some part of being human, being an equal among others, goes away. They start talking about the greater good, the systems, the ways in which their hands are tied, or the processes are compromised. My mother was the administrator of Hawthorne, and I've seen what it did to her. That noble higher calling is toxic. People should never have the chance to decide the fate of others, and those that do so at a cost to their humanity. She ain't wrong. I've been there. Just call me administrator. Peek tries to cut in, but Esh holds up a hand. Esh is like, I'm not done. I'm not finished yet. Don't stop, Peek. Don't ask me to be reasonable or calm down. Thousands of people are desperate out there. Being reasonable will only prolong their suffering. Helen can help. Helen doesn't want to help. Helen only wants me to help make her job easier at the Parliament building. I am all for being a criminal. I think it's really cool. Queen Press, hi! Welcome. Esh doesn't move for a moment. Then she lifts a hand to rub her temples. She goes to say something, then stops. She walks back into the bay and starts checking the straps on the crates. She's doing that thing where you just gotta like fidget to calm down and distract yourself. A long time no see, Spelf. The name is Administrator. Don't ask me to calm down. Sounds like, let me rage because I can't handle myself. I think it's more like Peek should know better than to ask Esh to be calm. Because Peek has the full context for why Esh is feeling this way. I will make the run. She yanks on a strap. No more distractions. Sleeper. Peek looks torn. You have to understand, this is personal for Esh. I know. Peek looks away, then at Esh. I don't know, Sleeper. I just don't know what to do. You glance around at the bay of the Briar, the walls seeming closer every second. This whole thing is closing in on you, and the question is, where do you want to be when it all collapses? You look at Peek. What do you think, Sleeper? Should we do this thing or not? Peek rubs their forehead. Man. Yeah. Let's freaking do it. Okay then. They squeeze your shoulder. Onward. They slip away to help Esh, leaving you alone to replay the conversation in your head. A certain kind of grim determination settling in the room. Last chance to prepare. You know, if Havenage doesn't like it, then Havenage can just, you know, get overthrown by me. I want to be by your side. Yeah, let's go. Administrator Spelf sounds like a distinctly future punk name. Yeah. Alright. This is the thing, right? We can't care about systems, we gotta care about the people. Because the systems are just there as a buffer to make us not feel as guilty when we lead them to their deaths. It's very interesting playing Ixion and Citizen Sleeper, because Ixion is like, you are the administrator whether you like it or not. Like, you better believe I'm not worrying about I'm thinking all about the greater good. Just like Esh said I would be. When you have that kind of power, it makes you less human. But I was never human to begin with. Anyway, should we get some algae? Should we get some algae? I don't know if I have enough time to get the amount of algae we need, but like, I'll try. Alright. Okay, there's one piece of algae left. Just like a towel. Oh, those guys. I know them. Vaguely. I just don't believe people or in-game characters who are trying to motivate me with their anger or other manipulations. Buzzlake, hello. Hello there. Welcome. Eating algae, preaching about the greater good. Yeah. Damn it! I re-rolled and it got worse. I should have gone with the... No, I shouldn't have done it. No, it's okay. It's okay. The algae will still be here tomorrow. We still have another day. I think we have 1 day left. Then we can harvest this. Okay. What is everything? Okay. I don't even know if I had an opportunity to tell them about Helene before they found her drone. So we should have enough. We should be able to get enough algae. We should be able to do this. Maybe. Alright. These dice are pretty much useless. I don't know what to do with them. I don't know what to do with them. Just like... I don't know. I was gonna say put them in my mouth, but that's kind of unhygienic. I used to play D&D with someone that did that, and it was kind of gross. In your mouth? Well, I mean, like, I get it. I get it. Especially when they're, like, colorful and they look like candy. But, that's not where you should be storing your dice. Unless maybe you're like a chipmunk and you don't have any pockets, and it's just like, that's your only option. Did you forget about Bliss and Murderer? Her name is, Ankita, okay. I didn't forget about them. I'm just putting that off until I've finished this current mission. I don't want to have to be spending my resources in multiple stories at the same time. Like, I've done that before, it's just in this situation, this story has like a timer on it, so... It's kind of like, you know, gotta prioritize where I spend my dice. Nice. Okay, let's do some hacking. Let's get some more data. That's always fun, isn't it? Avanage. Yeah, that's right, I'm gonna hack you. How's my kitty doing? They're good! They're still kind of in their fluffy winter fur form, which is hilarious. I'm so good at hacking. I'm so good at hacking. Whoa, thank you. Alright, alright. Nothing like a little bit of hacking before heading to bed. And feeding my in-game cat as well. Yeah, eating those space crackers. I don't know what the crackers are made out of. Meow, thank you. We have a guest star, being Zeke, playing the role of Stray Cat. You have a cat in the game? Yeah, we've got a stray cat that stops by our apartment and we give it crackers. It's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. Speaking of pretty cute, we're gonna visit my cat. IRL. And by we, I mean only me. I can't take you guys out of the computer. But let's eat some fungus first. Just before I forget, I don't want my food, my energy bar to reach 0 without me realizing. Okay. We're gonna go BRB. Okay, so if you've been putting off getting any snacks or drinks or whatever sustenance you require, now's a good time to do it. This is my cat. They're called Cheaty, and they're pretty baby. They are a pretty baby boy, and they're waving at you right now. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. Don't stare at me like that. I'm shy. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make you shy. Quickly avert your eyes. Avert your eyes. Hi. Hi. Hi, Leslie. Hello. Welcome back. Thank you. We're back. Wow. I love it. I love the cursed Ashton stare. Look at that chinchilla. Look at it. Creepy, weird lips. Oh god. Oh my god. What a lovely collection. Kitty cat is doing good. He's sitting on his little pillow. I've got like a pillow on a shelf that he likes to sit on. Got a lot of places to sit, really. I like to give him options to fit his needs, mood. I don't know what determines it. Anyway, what am I doing? Algae? Oh, we're in the wrong part of town. Okay. Algae. Whoa, it regrew. This should be good. Yeah. I want to ask, which 3D program do you like the most, Miya or Blender? So, I was taught to use Miya because it's like, I don't know, unis are still teaching Miya because it's kind of just the industry standard. But, and I guess that's still true for a lot of studios, I guess. But I do think I prefer Blender. It's hard to say, I haven't mastered it yet, but I would like to master it and move over into Blender as my main 3D program that I use. Alright, Ash. You're leaning against the metal crates you just loaded up with algae, packed and dried into bright green pucks. Ooh, it's like dehydrated. Ash hops onto... It's like the dehydrated vegetables you get like in instant ramen. We just add this to some boiling water later and it's gonna swell up. It's gonna be delicious. Ash hops onto one beside you, flexing her aching back. What? She's flexing in front of me? Oh my god. I have a weak spot for odd women that flex at me, it seems. Interesting. I've been using Miya, but I'm learning how to use Blender. Oh, yeah. There are things I like about Miya for sure that I think are like just nice, but a lot of it is just because I've been using it for a while, so that's like where I'm familiar and comfortable and I know what I'm doing. When I go in Blender, it's all like scary and new and I don't know the hotkeys and the control scheme is weird and it's like just completely different in so many ways, but I think it's still worth it to learn. I think once I get over that hurdle, I'll be like, I'm never going back to Miya. I love you, Blender. I'm not there yet. But soon. Alright, so Ash is flexing. I hope the refugees like algae. I don't know if Ash is gonna appreciate my attempt to make light of the starving refugee situation, so we'll just say, is this enough? And then she'll be like, well, it's better than nothing. Ash squints at you as if you've just interrupted her train of thought. It's a look you've become familiar with. Doesn't matter either way. This is what we've got. Yeah, I'm inside her head. I know exactly how she's gonna respond. She sighs, rubbing the back of her neck. In these past cycles, working the algae stack with Ash, you've had little insight into her mind. What are you talking about? I have had so much insight. Can you riz her? Exactly. I've been studying Ash for riz purposes this whole time, game. She rarely seems happy to start a conversation, but is always eager to end one. Despite this, you feel like something has grown between you. Oh yeah, some kind of connection. Something like a silent trust. A kind that tends to seed itself in the fertile soil of hard but necessary work. Yeah, we're comrades, we're like nakama. We're buddies, we're in this together. There's something I've been meaning to ask. No, now's not the time. When has Ash ever enjoyed being questioned? Anything. Ash doesn't like questions. It's like if she was doing a Vtuber debut, it would be like likes and dislikes. And dislikes would be like questions. Administrators. The government. Likes. Quiet. Algae. Perhaps? Maybe not. Anyway. What have I been meaning to ask? Have I been meaning to ask anything? For her number? I don't know. Oh, dude, she's gonna let me ask a question. Alright. Ugh, thanks. Yeah, I gotta get hydrated for this. Okay. Is algae like a superfood? I think it's more just like we're pretty limited in what we can grow here on Erlen's Eye. It's pretty much all the food is either algae or kelp or mushrooms. We don't have any like livestock, we don't have any crops really. It seems really limited. Is it Riz time? Ooh, I hope so. I'm cracking my knuckles. Okay, why help the flotilla? Why would you want to help people? That's a bit of a weird question. I think maybe this one. Why escape the XPR? Especially when her mother was kind of in charge there. Maybe that's why she left. I don't think these questions are that easily interesting to me. I feel like I can kind of already elaborate on what the answers are. But, you know, let's hear it. Ash pauses, her protective instinct fighting with the trust you've built. You can see her begin to shrug the question off, but then she stops, rethinks, sighs. What you need to understand, Sleeper, is that Erlen's Eye wasn't the only place where the Solheim collapse happened. Sure, Hawthorne, where we grew up, was an XPR installation. That didn't screen it from Solheim going under. Actually, Solheim was the only reason XPR were even here. She pauses, hesitant to get into the whole story, but still wanting to offer something. She flinches, correcting herself. They are a service corp, you understand? They set up outposts and surrogate systems like this to offer refueling, logistics, and maintenance to maintenance services to bigger companies with extraction contracts. She gestures to the eye around her. Like Solheim. Man, this is the most she's ever spoken. When Solheim went bust, XPR lost their client, and Hawthorne, well, we lost everything. We became an outpost tasked with just holding on. Keep the refueling platforms running, they said. Keep the outpost stable. Hold on to our claim. She rubs at her head, as if recalling all of this was somehow physically painful. You know what it's like to spend your entire life in a place with no future? A place that exists only to hold a legal claim to a piece of territory? To shore up a breach of contract negotiations between two corporations? It's like living in a... She searches for the word, her eyes jumping back and forth. In a grave. She clenches her hands. I clench her hands too. No. So, if you're looking for an answer as to why, that's your answer. We, Eek and I, know what it's like to be forgotten, to be locked out. She stares hard at the side of the stack, the algae whirling against the glass in beautiful patterns, and she doesn't look away. The silence extends, and you realize the conversation is over. Esh seems angry, not at you, but with herself, for even voicing such ideas. After a while, you stand and start to load the crates onto the powered cargo trolley. Is this the same whiny trolley from before? that Esh will run back to the Briar. We'll stretch. We went from Riz to a psychological reading. Yeah. No, this is good, this is good. She's saying lots of words to me. As opposed to no words. Legend says Esh even wakes up angry. I wonder what Esh dreams about, or if Esh even dreams when they go to sleep. As you do, you try to catch her eye. We're trying to catch her eye, we're like, hey, 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 Esh, hey. But she avoids it. No! She dodges my gaze, soothing herself instead with the comforting simplicity of physical work. Alright, I think that went pretty well. Oh wait, what? Drive complete. What drive was that? What drive did I complete? I have no idea. These are not chronological. They're alphabetical. No. Well, I guess I did a good thing, and I got a point for it. But it's only 1 point, and nothing costs 1 point right now. Everything costs either 2 or 3. How sad. How sad for me. Does the trolley go like, wah, wah? Does the trolley go like that? Yeah, I think so. I think it would. Your driver's license! Whoa! Finally! Finally, I have my driver's license. Whoa! Yeah, she opened up to us for sure. Alright, so look at that! Look at that! We've done it all. We've done everything. I'm a pro gamer. It's confirmed. There was never any doubt. What can we do? I think they were slightly suspicious of me. So let's go spread rumors about how I hate being nice to people. Oh wait, if I fail, they'll get more suspicious. I don't think I can fail with this roll though. Oh no, I can. Oh, okay, let's re-roll. Here we go. Here we go. Hi. Oh, I'm really conservative and I care only about the system. Okay, cool. They don't care anymore. They think that I'm no longer suspicious. Okay, cool. Cool. With my remaining dice, I've placed them face down in defense mode. I placed them in my garden, perhaps? Spores, clubhead. We do need to get some more mushrooms. It's fungus time. Damn it. That's not the mushroom I wanted. I should have done this instead. Yeah. Mushrooms aren't very tasty though. No, they're totally tasty. You just gotta like prepare them right. Get the right mushroom for the job, you know? There's a lot of variety. There's a lot of mushrooms out there. I have 3 different kinds in my inventory right now. These ones can be turned into life-saving medication. Delicious. Okay. Alright, I'm ready to go to bed. I think. Okay, cool. No one's outside my door today. That's interesting. Oh, I spoke too soon. She's gone, Sleeper. Wait, he's breathless. They're breathless and shaking. She's gone, Sleeper. She started the run without us. Shit. God damn it. This was gonna be flawless. Why would they do that? Let's go. If we head to the cordon now, Eek starts back up the corridor. They turn back. She has to make it, Sleeper. She has to. A shiver runs down your spine. Ash, I hope you know what you're doing. Frickin' hell, man. Ash making off with all the supplies and the cool ship and kinda ruining my elaborate plan that I made. Alright, let's go try and support her. You arrive frantic and anxious. Lovely. Love that combination. For a moment I heard breathless instead of breathless. Damn. Imagine. You arrive frantic and anxious at the cordon. Eek is nowhere to be seen. Huh? We split up? Then you hear footsteps hammering on the metal stairway. Helene's drone led you through before, the one that leads up to the observation deck. You leap up the stairs 2 at a time. I always take the stairs 2 at a time. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like stairs are pretty small these days. Maybe it's an accessibility thing, but for me, I think 2 is the right amount. You leap up the stairs 2 at a time and make it to the top, momentarily blinded by the light pouring into the observation deck. Sleeper. Eek emerges from the light. I know she's just trying to protect me, but... What was she thinking? What was she thinking? It's okay. She chose. Nah, it's not okay, dude. I mean, it's not that it's not okay or okay. Whether it's okay or not isn't really gonna help us right now. Speculating, not gonna help either. I feel like at this point, just offering Peak some camaraderie and support is the best thing we can do. And maybe distract people from the mission. We can do that. Shit. Oh shit. So I'm at least 170 centimeters, hey. I mean, maybe. With shoes. There she is! Peak rushes to the wide window, leaning forward to catch a glimpse of the climbing briar's blue XPR livery. Livery? Is it livery? I never know. I don't freaking LARP or anything like that. I'm more into sci-fi than medieval stuff, you know? But anyway, we see it against the black void! You spot the climbing briar, a glint of blue and white, and beside it the red glare of a tug light. The tug crew went with her! Peak smiles. I knew they'd keep their word. That'll help. Peak doesn't seem to hear you, but the idea of the crew backing Ash up makes you smile. Maybe this will work. I think you said it right. Livery. Like a liver. You watch as the briar and its tug escort arc down towards the edge of the cordon, demarcated by the red lights of the perimeter system. So far so good. The briar will just look like another refugee ship being escorted into the cordon, at least at a glance. Peak grips the rail. Dude, I'm gripping the rail. Ugh. Peak grips the rail as Ash reaches the edge of the cordon. That invisible net of sensors splayed between the ship and drones. Now, let's hope the blind spot triggered. You think back to the mess of systems you had to wade through to set it up. The delicate contingencies you set up to trigger the sensor blackout at just the right moment. Boom. Without noise, without ceremony, the briar slides through the cordon. Nice. You await the flickering of alarm lights, the swarming of drones, but nothing. Just another cycle, just another ship. Ash is in. Both you and Peak let out a breath you've been holding and laugh. Oh, I love it when everything goes according to plan. How did she do it? Peak smiles, shaking their head. We did it. That's right. It went so smoothly thanks to our hard work. It's because of all the preparation. Peek smiles wider. Yeah, we did it. Ah. You feel a little shaky from the tension, but Peek's ease helps you settle. You imagine Esh steely-eyed in the pilot's seat of the Briar, searching for a place to dock. Maybe being stubborn has its advantages. You okay? Me? Peek sighs. Oh, I think that took years off my life, but I've got to hand it to Esh. She was right. You and Peek turn back to the window, looking for the Briar again amongst all the hulls. The calm fading as new worries settle in. No! No! Not new worries! Man, I like your narration skills, Miya. Oh, thank you! I like narrating, it's fun. I'm glad it's not like super cringe and terrible. You spot the Briar first this time. Okay. Docking with the largest of the flotilla ships. A vast converted tanker, half of its protective plates removed. You think about the effort it must have taken to get that thing all the way here from the inner system. You watch the Briar, unable to get any sense of progress. What? Placid? Thank you. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate, Chewie. Alright. Just in time for me to freaking describe this ship as placid. Good morning, part 2. Good morning, good Miani. They'll be offloading everything now, Peek says, both assuring you and themselves that everything is going to plan. Think of all the supplies loaded into the Briar and how long the process of unloading them might take. The bay was packed, rammed with everything you could offer, and the thought of bringing all of that to the flotilla makes you smile. Blah, 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 blah. You think of the reaction of the refugees, of the welcome they'll give Esh as the bearer of such gifts. You even imagine a smile from Esh as she's showered with thanks. Oh, could you imagine Esh smiling? Wow, I bet that's really cute. Focus on that as you watch the Briar and continue the nervous wait for it to finish unloading. Boom. It's breaking off. Peek points at the Briar, and you can see the puff of air and dust that accompanies an emergency depressurization? Esh must have ended things early, but why? Then, you see them. The tugs closing in on the Briar. It's okay, we have a plan for this as well. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Although I'm a little worried that she may not have been able to fully unload the supplies. Avenage must have spotted the ship. You and Peek are up against the window again, willing the Briar a safe path out of the flotilla. Plan B, let's go! Suddenly the Briar shifts in space, a blue blur between two hulls. Peek whistles. Wow, look at that! They smile at you. Looks like those upgrades we put together work. That's right, baby! You watch as Esh cuts through the crowded flotilla, the tugs not daring to follow her dangerous path and peeling away. It's hard to keep track of the Briar, and suddenly both you and Peek are searching the black for a sign. Where is she gone? Wow. Then all of a sudden, she's out, blue against black, pulling away from the cordon on a wide arc back towards the station. A clean run. Peek cheers and smiles at you. We did it! She's out! They beam uncontrollably at you, the tension released. You find yourself smiling too. Smiling at these two beautiful idiots under their beautiful ship. Then Peek is hugging you. Aw, damn! See? Helen never would have hugged me. That's why we stick by the criminals. Alright. Peek is hugging you, squeezing you with all that nervous energy that's been building. Thank you, Sleeper. We did this together. They step back, still smiling. We did something. Come on. They rush out of the observation deck. Let's meet her. Oh, that was so cute. We got the Riz. Yeah, I'm just trying to get every character in this game to fall in love with me. I think it's working. Alright. Back to our base. The Briar. That's the ship. Okay, alright. You and Peak, I'm waiting for the downer now. It's gonna be like, but then it turns out that Ash was injured and now she's dying. That's what I'm expecting. Okay, so like let's just think back to like a paragraph ago when we were being hugged by Peak and we were all happy and giggling. That was so pleasant. I didn't know Citizen Sleeper is a harem builder. Yeah. It's more like a community builder, but like I would like the headcanon for me, you know, is different. My interpretation maybe is a little skewed. Anyway, you and Peak rush into the Briar, finding yourselves in the now empty bay. Okay, cool, so it's empty. She's managed to unload everything. The change is a reminder of what you achieved, and looking around you feel all the more satisfied. A hiss sounds at the far end of the bay and Ash enters, looking exhausted. Alright, cool. Looking exhausted, but not looking dead. I like that. I like that. Peak runs up to embrace her, but she sits back down on the bay floor before they reach her. Oh no. It's just because she's tired, right? She's collapsing to the floor purely from exhaustion. You did it! They sit beside her. Ash, you were incredible. She smiles a small smile at this, laying her head on Peak's shoulder. Let's go! Ash is smiling! You suddenly feel like you're intruding, seeing the two of them like this, quiet and content. Sleeper, join the cuddle pile, Sleeper. Come on over. You cross the metal bay. Wait, you cross the bay and sit beside them on the hard metal floor. Ash, Peak asks, did you give the flotilla our chairs? We don't have any furniture? They both burst out laughing at the ridiculousness of it all, at the exhaustion and the worry and everything else. You laugh too, it's impossible not to, and after a while you all come to a stop, Peak wiping their eyes and Ash shaking her head. You would have loved to see it, Sleeper, Ash says quietly. The welcome I got. They came to greet the ship once I docked to offload the supplies. I told them I was coming, of course, as soon as I got inside the cordon, but there were so many. Children, families, they were smiling at me, shaking my hand. Sol was there too, Peak. She's just as gruff as she sounds over comms. She smiles. They took it all, crate after crate, until the ship was emptied out. Ash looks away. But there were so many. And even with everything we managed to bring, they needed more. They made me promise I would try to come back. Ash. Peak shakes their head. You know we can't do that twice. Ash stands up. What are we supposed to do? Wait for them to lift the quarantine? She's angry again. No! It lasted for such a little amount of time before she got angry again. Thank you for the stretch! Oh, I'm stretching. Oh, my neck. The familiar tension rising in her voice. Peak tries to pull her back down. Sit, Ash, rest. You've done enough for today. Don't Peak. I know my limits. I know my limits. She's getting edgy again. Is her name Ash or is her name Edge? Okay, well, seeing as they didn't catch you, perhaps they will lift it. They don't know the flotilla poses no danger now, and if they can account for the extra load on the life support... Ash walks away towards the ladder that leads up into the upper part of the ship. I need to rest, Peak. She holds up a hand. Sleeper. Then she limps up the ladder. Ouch. Step by painful step. Maybe it's not time to romance Ash. Ash is in love with being angry. I can't separate them. I'm afraid if you were expecting a change in Ash's demeanor... Peak smiles at you. It's okay, let her rest. Or, at least she's honest. Is she though? I feel like... When she does speak, she's honest, but she doesn't speak much, you know? Ash is in love with her fears. Ash is, she needs to rest, so we'll go with that one. Peek nods. I think I need some rest too. They put a hand on your shoulder and get up from the floor. I couldn't have done this without you, Sleeper, and I know those in the flotilla would thank you too. Thank you. Peek climbs up. Sorry. No, they limp. Everyone limping today. I was gonna say I have that effect on people, but like, let's not. Peek limps up the ladder too, leaving you alone on the metal floor of the bay. Your thoughts drift to all those people on the flotilla sleeping and sitting on metal floors like this. Children and families playing in cargo bays and repurposed fuel tanks. You know their story isn't over yet, and you look forward to meeting them. Quarantine will lift. You feel more sure of this fact every moment, even though you aren't sure why. You lie back on the metal and stare at the ceiling. What was it Feng told you about Erlen? Wait, told you that Erlen said? The eye opens for all. Maybe the old guy was right. A home for the lost. You like the idea of that? Sounds good. Maybe in time you can help make that a reality. But something is bothering you. A sliver of a thought, like a splinter you can't extract. Why are thousands of refugees coming here now? People don't abandon their homes for nothing. What wave is rushing through the system? And when will it reach the eye? You shudder on the cold metal floor and get up. Something is coming, you can feel it. This isn't over. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, well... I get another upgrade? I did. But... think... Do I want 3? Do I want +2 to engage? I think I do. And that requires another point. Alright. Well, that was very fun. I guess it's not over. It's like, it's temporarily over. It's over for now. So that might be our cue to go see how Bliss is doing up on the hub. Okay. Disarm Amber. Ankita wants it all out. Weapons, countermeasures, torpedoes. It would be a risky job if you didn't know Amber so well. Yeah, I helped repair this ship at the very beginning of the game. Let me check how the cat's doing. Yeah, we can stop by when I leave for the day. Alright, let's do this. Once this job is ready, you better be ready to make a fast decision. Stay with Moritz or go with Ankita and Bliss. Oh. I really like this game, not only because of the gameplay and storytelling, but because of detailed descriptions of characters' feelings and their body language. It helps get into the characters. Yeah. No, not Cheaty, the stray cat. I'm so good at my job. I'm so good. Alright, let's leave that. Descend. Oh wait, maybe not. Maybe, wait. Ascend. Go back up. I wanted to check. Is Ankita at the bar? They said she'd be here, right? The gimbal. Gimbal to me just makes me think of gimbal lock, which is like a thing that can happen to joints in 3D software. Anyway. Wait, this is a money thing, not a dice thing. Money. Buy a spacer meal. Delicious. Spacer food is a slurry of modified compounds and vitamins laced with a dose of algae. It's effective nutrition, but little else. In fact, devs just let my imagination to rebuild the whole view of what is happening. Yeah. It's very nicely written. Okay. I never ever interact with these things except for like at the beginning of the game when I kind of needed to. They're kind of like temporary shops. Yeah, you can they dock for like a limited amount of time, and sometimes you can just get scrap and stuff from them, or ship mined parts, which were very desirable at the beginning of the game, but not so much right now. Okay, let's just do a shift at the bar. What's a negative thing? I don't know. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. You sleepwalk through your shift, eye on the clock. You break a glass and the sound seems to reverberate inside your skull. It's fine. It's fine. Isn't it good luck to smash dishes and glasses? I don't know what it's like where you guys are, but when that happens here, everyone just goes, "Woo, yeah!" Alright, let's feed the cat. Enjoy your crackers, little kitty. Okay. We're hungry? Not where I live. Someone smashes something and it's just a tense silence. Everyone looks over their shoulder. What? What's happening? Who's randomly smashing things on the ground? I would be Esh for a few seconds. The rage takes over. Your eyes are burning. Alright, so what do we do? What do we do? I'm hungry. I'm hungry here as well. I'm gonna eat some of my infamous trail mix. Yep. 80% raisins. Okay. I can be Esh only during Monday's shift. Mondays, huh? Yeah. Wait, I don't want to cross to the Greenway. No, I don't want to cross to the Greenway! Ah! I didn't mean to do that. But is there anything to do over here while I'm here? What's this? Episode Flux complete. The first part of the flotilla story is complete. Episode Refuge begins when the cycle clock below is filled. Good luck! Oh, I have 2 days. Sorry, I have 2 days until the next episode of the DLC starts. 2 in-game days. That is, not like IRL or anything. What's done is done. Now all you can do is wait to see what happens next. Cool. In those 2 days, I reckon I can finish the Bliss storyline. If I play my dice right. Okay. Bam. basically, with this, I'm pretty much just gonna go off of what Mortiz wants to do, I think. I'm inclined to not leave the eye, even though I do really like Bliss. I need my stabilizer. And I'm making good progress here, you know? I'm reforming the eye. Okay. Dun dun dun. Working on Amber again is a joy. You know every inch of this hull. After all, you fitted half of it. Amber looks better than she ever has before. Bliss has done an incredible job of cleaning up the hull, and despite the exterior changes being limited, she has the impression of being lighter, somehow sleeker than before. How long are days for them? Yeah, they just call them cycles. And it's probably just based on the limits of human stamina. But in the game, it's based on when I go to sleep. The world revolves around me and my decisions. Mortiz drifts by and he's been loading up the final equipment onto Amber. It turns out Ankita will be taking her weapons, but packed and ready to sell at the first starward belt port she hits. Now that Mortiz is done, he seems in a kind of daze, floating back and forth aimlessly. Are you okay, Mortiz? You okay? What's that? He turns. Oh, right. Yeah. Packed and stacked. He smiles a weak smile. Was hoping Miss Cassetta would let me keep a warhead. For what? Shrugs. I don't know. Just might be cool. Might be a cool thing to have around. Just thought it'd be kind of cool to have a warhead, you know. Hey, sleeper. He looks down. Did you know Bliss was leaving? You understand now. She told him. That's why he's like this. She's leaving? What? Is Miya the main character of the world IRL? Yeah. That's right. This is all my show. I'm the protagonist. Yeah, I knew. He nods distractedly. I'm not gonna lie to our sweet baby boy Mortiz. She said this place is mine. He looks up around the bay like it's suddenly some vast space he doesn't know what to do with. Can you manage it? He looks down at you, a glazed look on his face. I don't know. I just don't know. A dark look suddenly crosses his face. Hey, sleeper, there was something Bliss said. He meets your eye. Are you going too? Before you can answer, Ankita glides into the bay, a massive crate on her shoulder. Sleeper, you coming or what? Bliss is already on board. She stops by the terminal, holding herself in place. Mortiz looks at her with a dazed expression. Whoa. Mortiz is like, whoa. I hope I'm at least a secondary character. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh my god, we're in the Truman Show, I knew it. No, we're in the Miya show. The Miya Galactic show. You look at Ankita. She's keeping it together now. She's packed all those bad feelings down someplace where you'll never see them and built a tough foundation on top. She's compartmentalizing. She may not be a mercenary anymore, but you imagine most people would think twice before trying to cross her. Well? She looks at you. I'm not eager to spend another moment of my time on this station unless I have to. She pauses, looking between you and Mortiz. She sighs. I'll give you a minute. And then she kicks off the crate, taking it to the end of with the crate, taking it to the end of the bay, where the amber sits docked. Why are all of these people so extremely good looking? I know, it's such a trouble for me. It's like, wow. Wow. Everyone is so cool. Alright, Moritz. My buddy. I'm gonna, oh, I don't know. I kind of want to stay, but also going sounds really fun. But if I go, I'm probably just gonna die. Because I won't have access to stabilizer anymore. You know? And also Moritz looks so sad. If he was going, then maybe like all 4 of us could go, but I don't know if there's enough space for us all to fit. I don't even know if he wants to go. Because now this is kind of his business. It used to be me, Bliss, and Moritz, but now Bliss is leaving and she's like, okay, you can take over the business now. Dying is not as fun as living most of the time. I mean, yeah, there probably are some really fun ways to die, but yeah, living definitely is good. Don't take advice from me. This sounds terrible. I'm gonna stay. Moritz looks like he might pass out. No, no! Sleeper, are you sure? Are you doing this for me? Yes, but also me. Both. I'm doing it because Moritz is really cute, but also I'll literally die if I leave. The Bae needs me, but then like in brackets we're like Bae, aka Moritz. I'm staying for me? Maybe I'm staying for me is the best answer here. Because this implies that I don't think that he can manage the Bae without my assistance. And I don't want to feed into his anxieties. Or make him feel guilty. Moritz nods. Alright then. You're staying. He grins. Hee hee. Ankita comes back across the bay, the final crate stowed. You staying then, sleeper? That's right. She nods. Well, okay then. One less mouth to feed. She pauses. Look, sleeper. I'm not going to go back on everything that's already happened. Blah blah blah. I'm not gonna jumble all my words together like a fool. I'm trying to put that behind me, but hope you find what you're looking for out here. She smiles and kicks off, gliding to the amber frickin' whatever, to the amber, and the starwood belt beyond. Successful Riz! You have obtained cute little Moritz. Nobody smiles in this game, but they grin. When people smile in this game, it's like a tight, strained smile. Because Helene smiled, but it was always a tight smile. Like, not like a nice, relaxed smile. They're so edgy. Yeah, even when they're smiling, it's like, because they're anxious. You both watch in silence as Amber's drives fire up. I guess this is our place now, says Moritz, the weight of everything suddenly hitting him. Your place? No. Yeah, I guess so. It's both of our places. He smiles. That's cool. That's cool. You both stay for a while to watch Amber and Bliss and Ankita. Ah, damn. And watch them leave. And then Moritz goes to the racks to finally implement a new organizational system. Oh, what a joy. He's like, finally, I can reorganize everything the way I want it to be. And then you head out, promising to be back to check on things again soon. As you glide around the soft curve of the hub, you catch glimpses of the distant stars flickering through the windows. They're beautiful, it's true, but by now you think of them as a distraction. In your time on the Eye, you've realized there's nothing there waiting for you. No fresh starts, no bright futures, just a whole load of problems you haven't found yet. Too true. Oh, that sounds kind of sad. But at the same time, you know, one of those problems that's waiting for us outside is running out of stabilizer and dying. No, your place is here, among the people you know and the problems you know. And the problems I know how to solve. You wish Ankira and Bliss the best of luck out on the belt. But as you do, you focus on the eye, on the vast spinning rim that rotates around its hub, on its buildings and flashing lights, on its people and places. This is your home, and for now it contains all the futures you need. Everything can be repaired with enough time and effort. Yeah, that was the achievement I just got. Alright, is this our third ending? Our third ending? Nice, 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 nice. If you like the character art in this game, don't forget to check out this person. That name is very hard to say because it's French. It's a Guillaume, and then their last name, I have no clue. I listened to a different French person say it, and they were like Guillaume Saint-Jean, and I was like, okay, if you say so. If you say so. I mean, I guess I just have to trust you. Fachi, thank you. How many endings are there? There's a bunch. There's a bunch. But I don't actually know. I just know that there's a bunch. Maybe that's all of them. For the base game. The DLC, I suppose, will have its own ending as well. Nice. Have celebratory tea sipping. Okay. All right. So, the next episode of the DLC should be ready soon? In the meantime, maybe we can do some gardening. I'm kind of curious. What? It's Mortiz! I'm kind of curious what happens, like, if I leave the eye, because there are a lot of endings where you leave the eye. If I left the eye, and then the credits roll, and then it's like, dun 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 dun, you know, whatever sentimental kind of music, then what happens after that? Do we come back to the eye again? Like, what's the continuity there? Like, I've never done one of the endings where I leave. So, I don't know. Do you just come back to the eye after you've left? Or is the game like, yeah, you're done now. You can go. I think my problem is that I've become too attached to all the characters on the eye and the eye itself and the things I do here. Time travel? Yeah, I'm not sure how it works. I'd be curious to see. Maybe when I've finished the game, I'll watch some other people's endings, or just a, you know, ending compilation video. Like, these are all the endings you could have gotten hypothetically in Citizen Sleeper, or you guys can get Citizen Sleeper and play them and tell me about it on Discord. You wanna do that? No, you don't have to. Only if you're interested. Next round is yours. Moritz arrives at the table with a couple of steel drink canisters, typical of the hub's only bar, the Gimbal Lounge. We're at the bar! We're at the bar with Moritz! It's time to party. He settles into the webbing beside the table and clunks them down onto the magnetic table. Ah, the table is magnetic! Oh, it's so cool. This place. Wait, am I made out of metal? I don't know what we're made out of. Anyway, I stick to the table like a fool. I rest my hand on the table. I can't pick it back up. This place, you have decided, is ridiculous. A rapidly spinning, cavernous sphere, the gimbal's weak gravity, just like the gravity at the eye's rim, is created by its gut-wrenching rotation. The interior surface of the sphere is the gimbal's floor, which descends towards the equator, where one long bar loops around the entire circumference. It sounds pretty cool though. That sounds like a pretty cool place. I mean, and I know we're calling it ridiculous, but maybe we mean ridiculously cool. You know? Tumbling out from that central ring are an array of booths and seating arrangements, equipped with all kinds of harnesses and webbing to keep customers in place. Those harnesses are there because the gimbal doesn't quite spin up fast enough, and you watch as the clientele bounce towards the bar in lazy arcs or shift from table to table with graceful leaps. "What are you thinking?" asks Moritz, noticing you staring out into the gimbal. "Thinking about how weird this place is." Moritz glances around at it for the first time. Oh, as if for the first time. "Yeah, Bliss never used to like coming here." Moritz takes a drink and stretches. "So, sleeper. So." Sorry, I'm too excited. So sleeper, you sticking around? "If you'll have me, yes." Moritz nods. "Of course. I'm going to need help in the bay." Moritz rubs the back of his head. "One cycle at a time. That's how we'll take it. Nice and easy." You aren't sure if he's talking to himself or you. "We'll make it. Ikuzo! Ganbatte!" He lifts his drink for a toast. "To the next cycle!" he pronounces, and knocks it back. Later, when you finally leave the gimbal, Moritz is still laughing. Oh my god, we've come so far. You help him out of the spinning gimbal and back into the hub, sending him on his way home to the bay. Then you pause for a moment to watch the stars as they spin and spin around the eye. You smile to yourself and think of Bliss and Ankita out there somewhere among those points of light. To the next cycle. How cute! How cute! How cute! Cool. It's called Bliss's Bay, but I guess it should be called Moritz's Bay now. Maybe we're just gonna keep calling it that, or maybe tomorrow it'll have a different name. I don't know. Oh, the ear wiggles. I have to wiggle when I'm happy. I can't contain myself. Alright, and now is the DLC ready, or do we have a day to do gardening? Wow, 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 wow. Still 2 more days. Okay. Maybe I didn't get to go to sleep yet. Anyway, let's do this. What are we gonna get? Nice! Nice! I got 6 of them. They're the ones I want. I feel like there's a 3rd type of mushroom that I want that isn't present here. Perhaps re-roll. I'm not speaking French. I was just trying not to say whoa. We re-roll. Okay. Collect spores. I think we want to get spores. Nice. Okay, cool. A wee. Yeah, I don't have any more of these mushrooms. I need them. I need them to live. Okay. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I guess we'll sleep here. ending cycle. Now I only have 3 dice. That's okay. That's okay. I'll take some medicine maybe later. I don't think it's really necessary right now to have a lot of dice. Cool. And now we've got to germinate our spores. You extract the spores from the sample print and mix with water, then inject them into the prepared mulch. It is precise work. Nice. And this one, I need those. Okay, and yeah, that's everything there. What do I have left? Escape on the side rail. We can't do that. It left. Maybe that's a bug. That probably shouldn't be there anymore, because that's no longer possible. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? That's cool. I can sell information to the Havenage about Yadigan, and then I can sell information to the Yadigan about Havenage. I'm such a little double crosser. Wait, I have like 7. I have 7 of those. Let's get some Havenage data. Nice. Alright. Hey, you guys. Here's some information. Thank you. Thank you for your business. And then, just to keep things fair, here you guys go. I'm playing both sides. Here you go. Yeah, enjoy. Sowing chaos amongst the ruling parties of the Eye. Oh, I miss going to this goddamn bar. This place that's like glowing and flickering down here. That's where I used to hang out with my bounty hunter. The good old days. Well, we don't really have much to do. That's definitely not going to come back to bite you. Sorry, my auto mod for a moment was like, I don't know if biting is okay. Biting seems kind of painful. Let's see what they're doing. What are you guys doing? Hang out with Mina. Let's hang out with our small human. Lem and Mina like it when you visit, and always make you feel welcome in their little unit. Even if Lem's cooking is a little suspect. You all eat dinner together, and Lem chats eagerly about his work at the midline. Mina asks a lot of questions. It's like family dinner. Family dinner, nice, cute. And with my final dice, let's go see what Mortiz is up to. Component repair. The Bay is taking on low-scale repair contracts now. Mortiz is happy to offload some of the work to you. I will do it. You manage an M2 converter rewire in record time, giving you and Mortiz some spare time to chat about recent business. Yeah. I love having spare time to chat. The best part of the day. Alright, feed the cat. There we go. How much does this heal? Chat, are you speaking French? You saying chat? Oh, chat loves having spare time with you too. I thought we were still speaking French. Oui, oui. Yay. I like spending spare time with chat as well. It's fun. I'm just wondering how frequently. What? Biatch. Right in my face. So helpful. Thank you. I'm doing some emergency cleaning because my cat is still sneezing and my keyboard was knocked out of alignment. Oh my god, this sneeze was so powerful. The keys went flying. Let me see my keyboard. I'm wondering how much cat hair there is under these keys. Yeah, maybe we could do a felting project with all of the cat hair I scrape out from inside it. Although that would be kind of disgusting. Sorry, I was breaking my tracking. I'm wondering how much the stabilizer, like how many bars it fills, like if it always tops me all the way back up, or if it only does an amount. I don't know. Let's do it there. Let's do it. Or is it worth waiting one more day? No, it's okay. It's alright. Let's do it. Okay. And then I go to sleep. Me, 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 me. And then I wake up. Got some pretty good dice today. What? It hits you like a wave. No! No, don't hit me like a wave! A white-edged breaker roaring inland. Wait, with the force of the entire ocean? We're still being metaphorical. There isn't actually a wave. The impact is a screaming brightness, blanking out everything. Behind it is silence. You float in silence, suspended. No, you do not float. You are the silence. It has filled you up. It's emptied you out. You cease to exist. What? Time passes, though you do not feel it passing. Then something flickers in the silence. And then something moves. That something is you. Wow. You open your eyes to a metal ceiling of flickering lights. You feel the floor around you, patting it with shaking hands. You assemble an image of yourself lying on your back in a corridor. Shake off the silence and sit up. What was that? You glance around looking for a sign of some change. Damage on the walls, shouts in the distance, fire and fear. Nothing has changed. Silence sits around you like a fog. Try to think, furrowing your brow. Furrowing your brow. How do you think again? It doesn't seem so easy anymore. You force the pathways to light up, the databanks to grant access. Feel like a fraction drive starting up after a long shutdown in a cold vacuum. In the wave, in the silence. In the wave was noise, just as the sound produced by a wave raking across a pebble beach represents trillions of impacts heard as a single roar. So this sound was the result of trillions of electrons flickering in place heard as a single, impossible scream. A memory / image comes to you. One from the moments before before the wave hit. You squint as you imagine it, trying to cohere its blurry form. A broken skeletal ring, the eye, and then a vast arc approaching it. A razor-edged white curve, the wave. I thought we were being metaphorical. The wave approaches the eye spins, turning each part to face the vast white edge. You recognize their skeletal data cloud forms, the bright mark at the low end, the greenway, the wastes. Then, the wave just hits just as the flotilla, the cordon. What? Everything is silence? You open your eyes again. That is the epicenter. But of what? Of what? What is going on? Did I just have like a premonition? It's a little concerning. It's a little concerning. Alright. Is it time for DLC? It's time for DLC. I thought it might be time. That's what this is all about. Even before you reach the cordon, the damage is obvious. It wasn't a premonition? It happened? It was real? The blinking red lights, the drones, the tugs are all gone. Half the cordon's frame has also been shorn away, perhaps through the impact of some failing ship. People push past you in the corridor, both Havenage staff and contractors, clearing the cordon. Try to speak to them. Push forward. I'm not speaking to these losers. You push through the flow of people, and despite a few suspicious looks, they offer no resistance. The further you pass into the cordon, the less people you see. You can see a few sections have been closed off, their bulkhead doors sealed and red warning lights punctuating the corridors, but otherwise, most areas seem functional. Suddenly you feel a hand on your shoulder. Man, everybody in this game wanted to touch my shoulders. Every day I wake up, every day someone new is touching my shoulder. Havenage security? You should have known better than to wander into this place. You brace yourself as you turn. Sleeper! Ah, it's Peak! Peak embraces you. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. We're getting embraced. Peak embraces you as you turn. What are you doing here? Did you see the cordon go down? Did Esh speak with you? Peak glances around, and you can see they're panicked. I don't know what's happening. Havenage leaving? Where's Esh? That makes two of us. Esh left without saying anything. Peak runs her hand through their hair. I was away from the ship, and when I got back, she'd taken it and gone. Then I saw the damage to the cordon. Damn, Esh is left again? Peak looks at you with wild eyes. What if this is some Havenage attempt to clear the flotilla, to scuttle the refugee ships? It isn't. Peak pauses. What do you know, Sleeper? Something knocked me out. Something hit the station. There was a wave. Cowabunga, dude. Peak looks incredulous. Sleeper would all be dead if that was the case. They pause to think. Maybe not an object, but a shockwave, a signal. An EMP would have taken out most of the station, but... Peak runs a hand through their hair. I don't know what you're saying, Sleeper. That doesn't sound... They look away, down the corridor for a moment. Look, I have to find Esh. I'm sure you felt something, but we can talk about that later. No, Peak! No! They set off down the corridor. I can't sit around any longer. Find me on the flotilla. I'm gonna find a way to Esh no matter what. With that, they rush away into the depths of the cordon, leaving you behind. Seems like you'll need to follow it if you want to get any answers. I would like to have answers, yes, thank you. And some tea. I should have told them that I was knocked out. And maybe I could have scored another embrace. find a small shuttle scavenging supplies from the cordon to take back to the flotilla. They'll take you too if you bring some scrap along. Oh, well, I just happen to have some scrap right here in my pocket. Perfect. You hand over the scrap and squeeze into the crowded shuttle. Time to head to the flotilla. Just do that now? Whoa, now we can scroll even further than before. Amazing. Alright. The flotilla. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Getting the necessary supplies to each ship to meet their needs is a huge task. Joining the hauling teams is the simplest thing you can do. Or damage control. The wave hits systems more than anything, especially those on the ships, so there's 1,000 tiny repair jobs to be done. Well, it just so happens I'm pretty good at interfacing, so maybe I'll do that. Nice. And I can do one of these. And I can do... I got energy from doing that. Oh, so cool. And I can do... again? Okay. And like this. Neutral outcome. Alright, cool. This is a 3, but I have a +2, so I can turn it into a 5, which gives me a 50% positive or 50% neutral outcome. And the neutral outcome is still good. Still good. You work on the life support of the biggest tanker, expanding capacity and opening up more bays and bulkheads to move refugees into. Cool. You look around for more to do, but for now the bay you are inside is clear. Shifting ships, systems, and social structures, the only way to navigate the flotilla is by rolling up your sleeves and helping out. I did it. I did it. I am a good alien. Alright, someone told me I should be thanking you. The voice comes from behind, cutting through the chaos of the crowded, cavernous bay. You freeze. Don't be afraid now. I've been- What? What? Who says that? Don't be afraid now, I've been hunting you. For sure. But for all the best reasons. You turn to see bright eyes set in a rough face, framed in rusted metal. Oh, it's Sol. He holds out his hand, the other clammed firmly around a knotted wooden cane. We'll be polite to our stalker. He grips you firmly with a heavy and calloused hand. Forgive me. As soon as I saw you, I knew who you were. Sol puts a hand on your shoulder. Which hand? He's got fucking 3 of them. I've been told the sleeper was part of the supply run that came in several cycles ago. He nods. A very welcome act, and we all thank you for it. Walk with me, sleeper. Sol sets off through the bay, his partial suit hissing and creaking as it helps carry him through the busy crowds. You notice people making way for you and Sol, standing back and letting you pass. Sol was the person that Esh and Peak were like liaising with to organize the supply run. Past a makeshift kitchen, steaming pots on heating elements, a restless queue collecting meals. That algae that came through isn't exactly a full meal, but with what we have here, we've been able to make it work. You see a ladle of greenish stew dished out. Color is something, isn't it? Sol smiles. Sol leads you out of the larger bay into a corridor lined with storage rooms that are now serving as dorms. You see someone filling a metal container from a standpipe, the water gushing out readily. Ugh. Sol nods to the person as he passes. Just a little further now. Sol leads you into a freight elevator and whistles to some unseen operator to start it up. It jerks into life, and as you pass through the layers of the ship, you see people on every level, supplies crammed into every available space, and sparks leaping in bursts as the ship is reshaped and modified to sustain its population. If Havenage were expecting an exodus from the flotilla, the Flux event has put a stop to that. Sol stretches. Some have crossed to the eye, but many just to gather, salvage, or score a hot meal. So the pressure on our supplies is shrinking, but not like I hoped. With the flux reaching all the way out here, people are starting to understand that our journey might not be over. Sol stares grimly ahead. Suddenly, the freight elevator screeches to a halt, and Sol leads you slowly out into a wide room of chairs and terminals, ringed by a mezzanine of a mezzanine, and with a glass roof above showing the distant hub and the far curve of the eye beyond. People at the terminals nod to him as he enters. I stay silent. Quiet sort, huh? Sol nods. I don't mind. I prefer to settle in with my thoughts too. Though looking after the pilgrim seed and all the souls on it means I rarely get the chance to. Sol looks around the bridge of the ship, a pained expression on his face. I'll admit that the responsibility isn't one that suits me. Though we rarely get to choose such things. He glances back at you. But you, Sleeper, from what I understand, you chose to help us here. That right? Yeah, something like that. Don't be ashamed of it. Sol shakes his head. I don't mean to shame you. Well, I wasn't feeling shamed. Okay? But I have to ask you, Sleeper. Why are you here now? Sol leans back and you feel his eyes on you. The Flux event. I want to know more. Still want to help. I want to know more. I want to know where my friends went. Sol muses. And why would you think we could tell you anything you don't know? I have thousands of people here on the Pilgrim Seed, Sleeper, and there's thousands more out on the flotilla. He leans against a railing. A lot of them are looking to me to provide some future for them, some path out of this dead end we've gotten into. And this cycle, this very cycle, the thing we've been running away from, it just caught up with us. So, these people are scared, Sleeper, and they're looking to me for reassurance. Alright, dude, well, goddamn, I don't really care. He's dumping so much information on me. He's like, it's really hard being a leader, ooh. Everybody wants me to reassure them and know everything. We just met. Come on. Leave me alone. I'm just looking for Ashton Peak. God damn. And then on the same cycle, someone tells me they see you on board, a sleeper. The same sleeper, they reckon, that wanted to so that wanted so strongly to send a ship past the cordon to see us. Sol scratches at his beard. Scritch. So the first thing I wanted to do was thank you for that, for your interest. The second thing I wanted to do was tell you my life story. Wait, no, the second thing I wanted to do was find out what you want from us. I don't really think I want anything from you. I just want to know what the hell this flux thing is. Sol's suit hisses and creaks. I think that's fair, don't you? He takes a deep breath. So what is it? Tell me about the flux. Frickin' hell. Someone at the terminal calls out to Sol and he shouts some orders back. He turns to you. Apologies. He smiles that half smile. I tell you what, Sleeper. Let's you and me make a deal. You want information, I understand that. But I have a list of needs longer than the rim of the eye itself. He grimaces. So, you do some things for me, and then we can talk about what's been happening in the system. Ugh, these people always extorting free labor from me. God damn. I may be the captain of the Pilgrim Seed, and she is certainly the biggest ship in this flotilla, but I'm not the only captain here. We have ships here from each of the moons. We're from Ember's Hearth, but there are others from Ember's Song and even Ember's Step. The moons have been at each other's throats, Sleeper. What with the pressure of the flux and the bad blood from the old days, we aren't exactly all in alignment. What I need is a way to stop things escalating. For the crews on these ships and their captains to feel happy and comfortable enough to forget old rivalries and past crimes. He flinches at something. Ugh. Those from Ember's Step, well, they've always been proud, but that pride seems to be a barrier to compromise right now. The last set of supplies I sent their way, they refused. They refused? That seems kinda silly. Meanwhile, I have a supply shuttle at the docking axis the Ember Song ship gathers at, but they've taken far too many cycles to unload. Ah, so their problem is not that they're prideful, it's that they're a bunch of slowpokes. Maybe if you're heading that way, you can look in on them. I'm no politician, Sleeper, but if I don't... Sol stops. He leans back and flexes, his suit screeching. That's the sound his suit makes. He groans a little, and you see the weight of the flotilla sitting on his shoulders. But not literally, just in a metaphorical and poetic sense. The suit is the only thing keeping him vertical beneath all that pressure. Look, you'll see for yourself if you go. Meet the others, Sleeper, see what they need, keep them aligned. He speaks through the pain, his voice clipped. Are you okay, dude? Not really, but as long as this thing holds... He grimaces. He's always grimacing. I hope... He grits through his teeth. I hope you're what you appear to be, Sleeper. Because I'm not sure I can take any more bad news. Plus, there's plenty to be done here on the Pilgrim Seed, too. If you have a moment to pitch in, there's never enough around here. That's something I learned the hard way. Sol settles onto his cane, the pain visibly receding. Alright, I have 1,000 things to attend to now, Sleeper, so you'll have to find your own way out. And with that, Sol sits at his terminal with slow and careful movements. You head back down into the freight elevator, and as you do, you see again the layers and layers of chaotic life this vessel and all the vessels of the flotilla hold. Wow! So, our new quest is to sort out this whole mess, this whole politically tense situation. We've got different people from different moons. Don't really know what Havenage is up to. Don't know what the flux is. But we're gonna have to leave it there for tonight and find out next week. Very cool though. Very cool. I'm glad it autosaves. Okay, that concludes today's stream. Okay, let's do a raid and then I'm gonna go have some dinner. Have some second dinner. You know, second dinner. Second midnight dinner. Thank you for the fun stream. Thank you, Dragonator, for hanging out with me. Thank you for the stream. Thank you, Verdant. I'm looking forward to your next one. Yeah. Wait, what is it today? It's Friday? So we have on Sunday, we're going to do Armored Core. We're gonna freaking beat Volteus will be defeated. Somehow we'll do it. I think it'll probably take a while. And then next week, I'd like to make I'd like to make a model of myself to go into Bum Rush Cyberfunk, so we can have a look at what that process is like. 3-hour stream, you okay, Miya? Yeah. My Friday streams usually end at around midnight. Not your normal 10 hours, yeah. Well, that's because I started at 8 PM. The 10 hours ones are when I start in the morning. Yeah. It's not your usual 10 huiayas. Yeah, don't worry. It'll take me the full 10 hours just to beat Voltaeus. Probably. I don't know. Maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit, but I'm gonna set my expectations nice and low. And then maybe I will surprise myself. Probably not. Probably not. At least I'm really good at dodging now. At least I've improved that much. But yeah. Anyway, and so next week I'd like to try making a Bomb Rush Cyberfunk Miya. We're gonna use inline skates, of course. The rollerblades. They're so cool. Probably I'll make a new outfit too. It'll probably like be a modification of this outfit to be more like cool and on style for that game. But yeah, I think it'll be a fun design challenge. Yeah. Anyway, we should do a raid. So that'd be so cute. Thank you. I hope so. I want to have those cool like chunky retro proportions. And someone linked a tutorial on how to do it. So yeah, I watched it today and I was like, that doesn't sound too hard. The hardest part will definitely be drawing and modeling. Thank you for stream. Thank you, Chewy. We are gonna raid someone. Let me just see who is online today. This time. Ugh. Okay. What? Is Art still streaming? Okay, this might be like spoilers because they're on the. I think they're on the last episode of 1-Bit Heart. But it should be exciting. Should be exciting at the least. So let's go there. Art is with our good friend Saku as well, who I'm sure you're familiar with because I've rated them many times. Art's stream has been exploding. Well, it's gonna have another explosion now as I burst in. I'll burst in. Are you winning? Are you winning, son? I have no idea. Anyway, I love Saku. Yes. Saku is great. They're repeatedly dying. Oh no, oh no. We'll have to cheer them on. I'll see you guys on Sunday or Saturday if you are unfortunate enough to live in the past. Bye!